With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shaz.9 and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot of feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun, if Shoutouts can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is dead to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't actor as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He's nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here. Did I forget to set the fucking screen here? 2 seconds, give me a second here. There we go. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for today, Wednesday the 30th of August 2023. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. As you can see, Phil Bell's online, DSP is there, you know, he's got his stream live and all that jazz, and DSP is extremely happy. You want to know why? For the miracle of tipping, his neck got all better. Isn't it incredible? Isn't it some sort of fucking monetary miracle where fucking Phil received a whole bunch of tips compared to usual and his neck and shoulder suddenly felt a whole lot fucking better? Like, money seems to make DSP, you know, stronger and more powerful. Something strange, that isn't it? But yeah, DSP is live, as you can see. He's up to 522 members again because Teal felt sorry for him for nearly dropping below 500 again. So he got gifted some more members, you know, as we come to the end of August and Phil's desperate to try and stay above 500 for the remainder of the month. Of course, tomorrow is Phil's day off, so who knows, I mean, it was a bunch during that final day of the month. I can't mind how many members I got during the final day of last month, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. I thought I would start the stream by showing one of my old videos. This is a video which I made on, actually, I made it for Christmas, but I premiered the video on Christmas of 2021. DSP may never be a father, and it was a constant change in narrative of Phil's talk about having a family as in having children. I swear, I told you guys before, in the past, it's not even, it's like 2015, right? He was talking about the possibility of having kids and how it would affect his streams and all that jazz. But as soon as Kat came into the picture, it went from maybe having kids to never having kids. So I believe she is a determinant, she is a factor, big massive factor, which goes without saying, the fucking mother's kind of an important part in, you know, having a family. But yeah, it's clear as day that Phil was kind of interested in the idea, but Kat does not want anything to do with that. See for yourself.
Have you thought about marriage and about starting a family?
Oh yeah, this video is 1.5 speed because at time go. So there you go.
Have you thought about marriage and about starting a family? How would you mix your work on YouTube in with fatherhood? The bottom line is, if I did start a family, right? If I did start a family, it would have to be cut down on YouTube. And in fact, YouTube would be a lot less gaming and a lot more vlog style stuff where I show you, gee, what is it like to have a kid and to raise a kid and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it would be tough because right now, as I've already said, my time is booked. A day that I don't work is a day that I don't make money and I can't pay my bills. So where am I going to get the time to raise a kid? And that's kind of it's not a predicament, I would say. It's kind of the life that I've chosen for myself. That is the balance. Because I am my own boss, because I'm not expendable, unfortunately, it means that I have to forego some stuff. And right now, I'm 33 years old. And, you know, you would think if you're in your early 30s, this is the time. If you're going to start thinking about having kids, this would be the time that you would think about it and do it. And right now, it's not even a blip on my radar. Because at this point, my focus is to keep this stuff going consistently, to keep a successful business, to expand the business if I can, to pay off all of my debt. And then after all that, you know, once that's settled, now I could think, okay, I sold the place in Connecticut that I don't need anymore. I don't have that hat dragging on me anymore. And the financial issue's over. Now maybe I can consider the next step. And I can't. I haven't even got there. You know what I mean? I'm not even at that step yet where I can start to think about having a family. I'm just not. And that is the, you know, if I'd started YouTube earlier, if I were younger, when I started my YouTube career, maybe I would be in a good position. I'm not. And, you know, that's the bottom line. I'm not in a position to start thinking about family or anything like that at this point. I may in the future, but right now it's off the table. I don't know too much about Notch. I mean, I don't know if he has a wife or kids or whatever. But, you know, for me, personally, A lot of people ask me this question. They say, Phil, would you ever have kids? And the answer is, I mean, yeah, I would consider it, but the bottom line is it would be so irresponsible for me to consider it because I'm not in the position of this person who asked me the question. I'm not financially stable. Right now, things could go crazy but wrong. YouTube could close down overnight and I have zero income. I just had my contract renegotiated with Machinima, and I have no idea if I'm going to even be able to do YouTube full-time for the next year. I don't know. Everything is up in the air and uncertain. Now, imagine if I have a kid. Now, how am I going to promise that kid a stable life where I'm going to be able to take care of them and pay for things and raise them and give them a safe and fair environment and the same things that other children around them have, when in reality, I don't even have a real stable income, right? That would be very irresponsible of me. So for me, the whole thought of raising a family outside of just myself and my girlfriend Leanna is kind of out of the question right now. Because right now I'm 33 and I'm starting to realize, you know, sadly, people ask me over the years I've been doing YouTube, will I ever have a family? I'm like, it's starting to be that age where if I don't have a kid in the next, say, 10 years, I won't be able to raise them. I'll be too old. So really right now, it's kind of for me, I'm in a situation where I don't even have that flexibility. Anonymous Rex at 25 Cheers says, have you ever wanted kids? A little Phil running around. Well, I won't lie. It's not like I've never thought, oh, it might be nice to have a kid. Okay. I mean, yeah, I've thought about it in the past. I thought about, oh yeah, would it be nice to have a kid? But I've never been in a situation where it made sense. You know, when I had my office job, I wasn't in a relationship with anyone. I wasn't really ever with anyone. And then when I finally was with someone, my ex-girlfriend, we were in a situation where we wanted to live together and have a better life before we even thought about that stuff. And then when we finally made it happen, financially everything fell apart. YouTube fell apart, the trolling, all this horrible shit happened to us. That made it so that I ended up being in so much debt. It didn't make any sense. And now, sadly, there's no way I could have a kid now. You know how irresponsible it would be if I had a kid right now with the amount of debt that I have and everything, and the fact that my job is completely unstable and shit. That would be horrendous. That would be really irresponsible. At this point, I'm certainly not thinking about it. But it's not that I've never thought about it. But sadly, you know, I'm 35 years old. I'm getting to the point where if I was going to have a kid, I need one soon. It's not looking good. It's just not. You know? Real talk, it's not looking like it's going to happen. I'm getting too old for it, and I don't have money for it. And I wouldn't want to raise a kid in an unstable, you know, household where I couldn't promise him a good living, a good life, get him a good education. That wouldn't be right. And Conan the Barbarian.
Keep in mind that he's not blamed us mentally ill detractors yet. It's all about him having a financial, you know, a stable financial situation. So far, the detractors have not been blamed for anything here. Well, maybe for his money situation, but really, he's saying that he's not stable financially, so he's not wanting to fucking raise a kid in that kind of environment.
Barry into the chair and said, when is it too old to have children? Well, that's, again, subjective. You're talking about 40, because you got to basically raise that kid till they're an adult. So if you're thinking, oh, you know, if you're 40 and you have a kid, and you're going to raise them till at least, you know, they're 18, 20, you know, until you have to live till you're 60. When you're 60, you start to get old. You know, you start to get sick. A lot of you, that's retirement age and shit. So I'd probably say 40, 45 would start to be the very, very, very big limit of, you know, how old. Then again, do you want to leave a kid behind at 18 years old and their parents die because they're elderly? See what I mean? Yolo Dubber says, I have a kid coming in the way and my income's nowhere near stable, sometimes you just have to go with the flow. I'm certainly not saying my choices have to be yours. Everyone has a right to make judgments for themselves. I'm just telling you, personally, my belief is that unless I was myself financially stable, I would feel incredibly irresponsible having a kid. That's just me. That's my own personal feeling inside or whatever. And since my job is not financially stable, I wouldn't do it. I can't have a kid, and next thing you know, oh, well, I can't make money on YouTube or Twitch anymore, now I can't get a job, so now I can't pay for the kid to go to fucking school, I can't get to go to the doctor, you know what I mean? No, I'm not gonna do it, man. Constantly going from place to place, I can't afford a place to live, not doing it. And listen, bottom line, guys, if things keep going as positive as they've been, that would not be the situation I'm in. You know, but the thing is, we have to keep that up, which it is. Don't get me wrong, it is. So I'm very happy. You know, 2 months here already into 2018, I'm still doing pretty good. But there's no telling what might happen. There's no telling. So how could I, as a responsible adult, say, I want to raise a child? Oh, by the way, I have no idea if I can pay my taxes. I have no idea if I can pay my bills. I don't know if I'm going to make a lot of money or no money tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. And it's one thing if you're taking responsibility just for yourself and or a significant other and you guys work together to figure that out. And it's a very different story when you're bringing another party into that. You know what I mean? At this point, and by the way, I'm not even saying that I want kids because I've never been in my life. I don't think I've ever really sat down and thought seriously about it. I think if you're gonna have kids, you don't think about it until you're in a situation where you can actually support it. And I really don't feel that I've been in a consistent enough situation in the past 10 years where I would ever even sit down and say, oh, you know, yeah, I want kids or I don't. It doesn't even make sense, right? I really don't have any crazy desire to raise a child. I don't. I know some people do. They're like, man, my whole life I've always wanted to have a kid. I've never had that feeling. I've never had that parental kind of drive that I must have progeny and I must pass on the genes. I really could care to give two shits. I just don't care about that at all in any way, shape, or form. Quite frankly, with the amount of negativity and trolling and stuff that I put up with on a daily basis, I mean, we had some of it earlier on stream. People already talking about what's the new drama that people invented about Phil to spill all over the fucking internet that is completely stupid and untrue, but let's just keep propagating it and talking about it since nothing's going on with him anymore because he ignores it, right? So how could I? Would that be fair to a kid? Can you imagine a kid growing up, the son of DSP, and now constantly being bombarded with negativity and shit? So can you imagine now bring a kid into the mix? That's insanity. I would never do, you know what I mean? That's just nuts. At this point in my life, you know, I'm about to be 36 years old. I have no idea if I'm ever going to have job security or financial security. No. I'm really not in any situation where I'm considering having a kid at all, period. All right? And I don't think I ever will. I really don't realistically see that ever changing. That's just kind of, you know, right now, I like being with my girlfriend. We're building a life together. We're having a lot of fun, you know, experiencing things together for the first time and building our lives together. And I think that's going to be my focus moving forward. Having just a fun and positive life and, you know, and that's that. Now, you know, some people, it's in the cards, kids. Some people, it's not. I guess for me, it's not. I received a couple tips. I got a tip from Talk Like a White Girl from California, who tipped me $1. Says, you've been wearing this cowboy hat for all this time. You haven't sang a single verse from Old Town Road. Plus, really don't sell yourself short. Have a kid. What about cat? This is you want a kid. I've already explained this a million times. We don't want kids. We talked about it. We don't want kids. It's not that I don't want, I can't have one, or, we actually don't want kids. We talked about it seriously. We made it before we got married. We made this decision together. We just don't want children. Polish Frog says, our kids out of the...
You see what I'm saying? As soon as Cat came into the equation, his language changed. It went from it would be irresponsible to have children, whereas with Liana. And all of a sudden when Cat came into the equation, we don't want kids. No. Phil was always seemingly open to that idea, as long as his financial situation kind of balanced out to a degree, but when Cat came into the picture, she made a fucking choice for him. So, that's what I've been maintaining all this fucking time. It was Cat's choice, and it never was Phil's.
We talked about it seriously. We made it before we got married. We made this decision together. We just don't want children. Polish Frog says, are kids out of the question because of my financial situation, or is it something you wouldn't want to do regardless? I would say both. Like, number one, there's absolutely no way I could have kids. I can't afford it. I wouldn't be able to raise a kid. And without basically trying to qualify for a ridiculous amount of government assistance and stuff, there's no way I could ever raise a kid. And with the amount of money that I make, despite the fact that I have a ton of debt in my name and it's not disposable income, but the amount of money that I make, I wouldn't qualify for any government programs to raise a kid. Okay? So it's kind of out of the question regardless of what I think. Now, as for my personal feelings, I feel that if I was going to be a father, I would have been much earlier in my life, maybe like, anywhere between 5 to 10 years ago. That would have been the perfect time for it. I don't know how, even though people still pull this off, I don't know how I could be like 60, 70 years old and be having a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now I'm 37. If I were to have a kid today, in 20 years when he's 20 and just starting off on their own, I'd be, hitting 60, retirement age, right? When that kid is off, ready to start a family, I'd be about to die. So I think it'd be like, I kind of missed the boat on that. I would have had to be younger, even though I agree with you guys that actually a lot of people are having kids much later in their lives now. That's kind of a thing, a running trend in the United States in particular. I think I kind of missed the boat. And quite frankly, this is just me being very honest, I never really had a time in my life where I had like a big desire to have kids. Some people do. Some people, they have this like, man, I can't wait. One day I want to have my kid of my own and I want to raise them to be have a family and they can pass on my legacy and all that. I never really had that desire ever in my life. Never. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have. I said for whatever reason, it just never happened to me. I never felt, man, I want to be a father and so have someone I can raise or whatever. Now, maybe I don't want to hate to say this, but maybe to some extent that has to do with the fact that I have an internet presence. So bear with me for a minute here. Maybe because every day I get to talk with you guys publicly and share my opinions and let you know about stuff in my life and give you life experience stories and try to give you guys good advice based on mistakes and things that I've made in my life. Maybe I kind of feel somewhere in the back of my head that like I have helped people and passed on the knowledge that I have through my daily streams and through these videos that are immortalized forever on the internet. And because of that, maybe I don't worry about, man, I need to have a kid so I can pass all that knowledge on, because I already have, okay? Maybe I'm completely off base here, right? But maybe there's some people out there who they don't have a following like me. They don't have an internet presence. So they feel like the only way they're ever going to be remembered, or the only way that they're ever going to have anything that they've learned in their life pass on to be a useful experience for someone else is they have a kid to pass it on to, right? I'm not in that situation whatsoever. So, and no, I'm not calling you my kids. What I'm saying is you are the people who on a daily basis I interact with and pass my knowledge on to. So I kind of have that thing already where it's not like, I don't feel like my life is being wasted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like my life is going to waste or that things that I've learned are not going to be used because I kind of share that stuff with you guys. It's amazing to say that because a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people go their whole lives without anyone to really talk to or share stuff with, and that's really sad. But that's not my situation. I'm very lucky. Very, very lucky to have what I have on the internet. Okay? I know that. Excuse me. He says, no hate. You have to understand why people may not believe you don't have a kid. You lied about your firstborn for over a year. I don't have a firstborn. You mean my cat? That was for good reason. Just like the same thing with my wedding and everything. It's called personal fucking protection. Because people take all the personal information they have about me and they use it against me in a very disgusting, negative light. They make up controversies. They make up disgusting rumors and nasty shit about me constantly. I can't tell you guys about my personal life. I'm sorry. There was a time when I used to love to do that. I can't anymore. But I don't have a kid. I don't have a fucking kid. Minstar Ruin. No, he says, if you did have a kid, what would you name him? Do you have any names thought up? No. I never once in my life did I fathom a name of a kid because I never had plans to have a kid. So no, I have no idea. Thank you for the cheer though. Mr. Beast, to me, $1.50. So if you have kids right now when you're 60, you can pass that legacy to your son. He can continue to stream. He'll listen to a father-son gameplay session. Not me. Not me. I don't want to fucking do that. No, that's terrible. Terrible idea. Gutter Runner just did a super chat. Who can help you bring happiness when you get older if you don't have kids? What about if you pass before Cat will help her cope? I'm sure she'll have to figure out how to get by, right? I don't know. Why would she need kids to help her cope? How does that work? I don't even think that's the case, right? By then, your kids have moved on to have their own life. They don't care. Put you in a home, right? Toss you in a fucking old folks' home. Right?
So, yeah. That video was a compilation of all the times DSP has talked about potentially being a dad. So fucking hell, man. So I said I made that like a couple years ago. Almost 2 years ago now I made that fucking video. But yeah, that was that ending especially, Cat will just fucking have to do something on their own. Also, I just love how, yes, he's kind of treating his fucking stream audience like they're fucking children, essentially, like they're his children. Nah, they're basically cult members. You know, have you heard of like Children of the Lamb? His audience are children of the pig. Follow the cult leader, children of the fucking pigotch. Fucking do as he fucking commands. You want some advice from, Daddy DSP? That's gonna be fucking $15 at least per advice from Daddy DSP. Fucking hell. Anyway, let's get bingo all sorted out. Let's get bingo sorted for today. Please land on something good. Please land on something good for this. Him laughing. That's doable. Fantastic. So, I need a number between 1 and 200. The very first number in chat I see, which contains the number 3, will use for today's bingo card. Toxic Cherry Juice, I'm not picking your number, you fucking try and cheat. Golden Toad, I'm going to pick your number instead. Get up, you Toxic Cherry Juice, but you try to fucking cheat the system. So we're going with Golden Toad. Because Toxic Cherry Juice is spamming like every number in the fucking planet before he even fucking asked for it. So there we go, Golden Toad, the first genuine one that I saw. It had a number 3 in it, so there we go. So the 33rd bingo card I want to use. And here we go. The card on the right hand side is the card we're going to use for today's bingo antics. But as I say, that being said, shout to that being said. His chair creaking. Him saying tired. Him saying you see, and his voice cracking. Then you got Phil saying literally, Q&A, new games, him repeating the same point constantly. And him laughing. This can be any kind of laugh, and as long as it's Phil laughing in some capacity, it counts. So, I mean, it can't just be one of those laughs, so, you know what I mean? Like a fucking little mini goat laugh, okay? It needs to be a genuine fucking him laughing. The whole, like, mini brief goat chuckle thing doesn't count. The third row is Phil giving a thumbs up to the camera, him discussing his family in some way, him snorting, him flailing his arms, and him giving somebody a good old leaning ban. The fourth row is Phil saying necessarily, time, chill, friend, and positive. And the fifth and final row is Phil mocking his chat. Him saying, oh, him saying interesting, nobody or no one, and finally, the good old leg slap. So that's our bingo card for today's bingo shenanigans. It is a final bingo of working, Phil's working week anyway, because he'll be off, as usual, for his day off. So, yeah, I got that to you. Phil's got a day off to look forward to, and he's going to be hoping for some more money to blow on his day off, because Cat will need fed. So because Cat needs fed, Phil needs money. So the money from yesterday, Phil got $200 yesterday in support. Gone. All gone, please tip more, so he can feed the cat. And I don't mean Jasper. That's the card being said, then I can close that. I can close that. Phil's not back yet, but good stuff. We can get the game set up, and I can quickly describe to you guys the ways we can potentially win a full house in the good old bingo. So, there's a variety of ways for us to try and get a full house on the bingo card you're about to see before you on screen. First of all, if Phil snorts 25, sorry, not 25, if Phil snorts 20 times, or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for stream, that will give us a free space. If Phil gets 100 likes from his audience and blows bubbles from him before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that also will give us a free space. If we get 100 likes on this bingo stream right here before we finish playing bingo, not only does that give us a free space as well, but you also get to see the bubbles animation that Pixar Animation so very kindly made for us all to enjoy to celebrate getting that free space. So there's one way you guys are in full direct control of to get us a free space. Every single other way is pretty much determined by Phil and his streams and his own audience. So there we go. The aim of the game is to try and get a full house 25 out of 25 on this 5x5 bingo card, and if we do, one of you guys can potentially win a prize, but to do that, you've got to make sure you do one thing. You've got to make sure you leave a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of his live stream. There's been over like 130 of you guys so far have added a comment, which is great. It's great return of numbers. So every few months I make a new community post, and that way we refresh a card and everything else. That way we get rid of some old names that may just fucked off and done something else, That way when we spin the wheel, I want to try and make sure that the people that are on this bingo card when I spin the wheel are going to be here for the most part. Whether they're here live, or just fucking they're easy to get in touch with, essentially. I mean, it's a case of just wanting to make sure that, we keep the regulars on the list, essentially, you know what I mean? We don't want any old names that might just fucking done something else and stop being a detractor or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, bingo is all set up, as you can see. And yeah, but it's not too late either. But if you guys want to try and, if you're not left a comment yet, if there's no comment from you guys yet on a community post and you want to be in for a chance of winning, it's not too late. If we do get a full house today, I will check the comments and add the most recent, newest ones before I spin the wheel to pick a winner. So if you're new to the streams, for example, or you've not added your name yet to the community post, it's not too late. Today is still your chance to do it, if you want to be in for a chance of winning a prize. And the prize is like $25 and like, I can't send you money or a fucking voucher. I usually fucking talk to the winner and I ask them what they want and try and determine what's the best fucking thing for them. So there we go. So, yeah. Yes, and full house, either way. You know, I call it a full house, but people call it a full house. So, yeah, I mean, a full house, same thing. The aim of the game is to try and get 25 out of 25 on that card you see before you on the left-hand side of the screen. So, yeah, all that being said, we're just waiting for Phil to get back now. One more little thing to cover before Phil does actually come on stream and start. Look who's been trying to bait some drama with other content creators. Phil, 10 hours ago, saying why do so many people rage quit Armored Core 6 at Baltius? And why are people saying the game is way hard? I legitimately don't get it. I would appreciate some feedback to talk about in Wednesday's podcast. Thanks. And then he responds to two people talking about live streamers. He responds to this fucking nutter first of all, whoever he is. What was the full fucking tweet? So Pros responded to the fucking first thing saying most people don't have a stream chat hand-holding their way through the game. And Phil responded angrily that live streaming gamers who rage quit didn't have an audience. LOL. So that was that first salty response. And I imagine this will be a similar one right fucking here. Matthew Bellamont says, and maybe if you had figured Baltius out on your own, the result would have been the same as the ones who rage quit. Don't pat yourself too hard on the back, and some kind of response Phil gave to that person as well. The live streaming gamers who rage quit didn't have an audience, yeah, okay. Phil is absolutely in full flex mode about fucking beating Baltius when other people have apparently rage quit. And yeah, Phil's going to neglect to fucking say about, you know, the fact that it wasn't really him that figured it out. Whenever Phil cannot do anything in a game, he'll usually just fucking wait for the audience to fucking tell him how to fucking get through it. It happens with every single fucking game Phil comes across. So yeah. Plus, I mean, I've not been watching the fucking playthroughs that Phil's been making of this game, but some people are quite convinced that he has been looking at guides while playing it. Like he just coincidentally had the fucking perfect setup for certain fucking bosses without knowing, you know, so. Anyway. That is Phil's Twitter feed from the other night, and it looks like he's going to fucking try and flex on people and other content creators because he's trying to fucking say he's fucking better at the game than they are. Is this a short intro or a long intro? Oh, okay, hold on, okay, bingo. It's time bingo, okay? So, with all that being said, guys, let's just fucking crack into the fucking bingo, not shit, so. Here we fucking go. Good luck, everyone. Fingers crossed we can get a victory.
It is my final streaming day of August, everyone, and that means it's time to say goodbye to my anniversary festivities. We'll talk a little bit about how awesome this month has been, as well as a discussion about the difficulty level of Armored Core 6 and how a lot of people have apparently...
I told you guys he's going to fucking make it some big sort of fucking talking point where he tries to flex on people because he can fucking get by some bosses and other fucking people rage quit. I warned you, motherfuckers. I warned you right off the fucking bat from that fucking tweet. The twit fucking shit last night, or X shit, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I warned you, motherfuckers, this was fucking coming. So yeah, this is what they fucking expect for today.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
Well as a discussion about the difficulty level of Armored Core 6 and how a lot of people have apparently been rage quitting it. Last but not least, we've got an update on PSN pricing, all this and more on today's Level 1 podcast.
And now we can fast forward because fuck you, Phil, and your fucking boring ass shite. So, let me just go back a little 3 more frames. We'll start from here. Okay. So yeah, let's see what Drunk Side Phil's got to say.
Alrighty, so indeed, today is my final streaming day of August. It is August 30th, 2023. I'm DSP, and I welcome you here to the show. What an awesome month this was. As I told you guys, this year, the summertime, I would say, was the complete opposite of what I'm used to. Usually in the summertime, there is such a lack of games. There's such a lack of interesting stuff going on that it's a time for me to try to figure out what you guys would like to see during this downtime. We're usually kind of like scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to leftover releases I didn't play. A lot of the times we go back and we're playing old school games. Last year, I remember, we inadvertently, did what we called the Summer of Retro 2.0 because there just wasn't anything going on. And I just so happened that I just kept playing a bunch of retro games, the Castlevania Collection, among other things. This year, we had so much going on this summer that it flew by like that. Like, it seems like it's still spring, except for the ridiculously hot weather that we had here in Washington State. But outside of that, man, it has been a very exciting summer. The launch and release and success of Street Fighter 6, multiple RPG-style releases like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 16, me doing a special anniversary month all August, including an awesome tier maker countdown of the best games of the last 12 years, a special marathon that we just did reminiscing about the past, and talking not only about my history, but watching back some of the funniest clips of things I've ever done, and of course, the cool playthroughs we did this month, including Grand Theft Auto 5, the anniversary run for the 10-year anniversary of the game, as well as my second ever playthrough of Chrono Trigger. So with all of those things going on, man, the summer passed by in the blink of an eye. I can't believe we're about to start September. The fall gaming season is upon us already. So thank you all for a great summer. It really was a special time for me that I will definitely remember. And I hope that you guys will, continue to join me now that the summer's over into the fall months. And you're going to see that the content around here is going to change. Okay, first of all, we have to say goodbye to these awesome reminiscing pieces of nostalgia back here. The t-shirts from my various eras of being a creator. Back in the day when I was my original Dark Side Phil persona. This is the old Cafe Press t-shirt that you can't get anymore. Then you had the Skull King persona from when I first became a streamer around 6 years ago. And then one of the more modernized graffiti designs that I actually had over on Teespring before that all got shut down. Over here we have the classic Stein, which used to be part of my content all the time in vlogging and the like. So we had a lot of cool throwback things here as part of our setup for the month. And I really did enjoy gaming with you this month. It was a special one, going back and re-experiencing GTA 5 only for the second time. And of course, Chrono Trigger, one of my favorite RPGs of all time, being able to go back with that. And of course, getting back into fighting games the way I have is nostalgic for me, because that's something I used to do back in the day. It's something that I did at the very beginning of my YouTube career with Street Fighter 4. And to be able to re-jump or go back to that level of trying to learn and compete and basically not suck at fighting games has been quite the journey for me and quite entertaining. I hope for you as much as it's been for me, because I really enjoyed it. So thank you all for an awesome month of reminiscing about the past. But now it is time to move forward to the future. By the way, today is August 30th. I'm not here tomorrow. So FYI, before we even get into anything too important of topics, we got a lot of topics to talk about today. I want to talk about Armored Core 6. I want to talk about this PSN fiasco going on, which everyone is shocked that this is happening. We'll talk all about that today. But I just want to say today's the last day of the month, and
Is he seriously going to go right to fucking Bigmont? Is he seriously about to fucking start a Bigmont? On Saturday I was giving like almost $400. Yesterday I was giving over $200 fucking in tips. And is he seriously about to go into some sort of fucking Bigmont? Even though he's had a couple in the last like fucking week, he's had some quite good support compared to the rest of the fucking month.
said I'm not here tomorrow. When I come back on Friday for the premiere of Starfield, it's September 1st. Today would be a great day to support my content. Last
Fuck off, you fucking cunt.
chance, full streaming day, by the way. I'm doing 2 full gameplay streams today. If you wanted to give the summertime a nice send-off, all right, today would be the day to support in some way, whether that would be super chat, super sticker, membership, gifted membership for the community, or a tip. Any of those things would help a ton. And in particular, all right, today, with gifted memberships, a lot of people would appreciate that. Why? Because with this month coming up, just think of all the great games we're going to be playing in the next 30 days. Starfield on Friday, Lies of P coming up in the middle of the month, Mortal Kombat 1 in the middle of the month. If people want it, when I complete Chrono Trigger, I'm willing to play Sea of Stars that just came out like yesterday or the day before. So there's a lot of awesome new games in the lineup just in the next few weeks. And if people are members, they'll have access to all of my emotes. They won't have to abide.
Okay, I've not got a lot of speed up juice, but I'm going to go 1.25 because, you know, drunk side Phil, you know, it's just so annoying.
By the slow mode rules of the chat when they're here on a live stream. So there's so many benefits. So I would say today would be an absolutely great day to either become a member or give some memberships to the community if you were thinking of doing that. Really great time to do it. If you wait till Friday, well, it'll still help. But just so you guys know the way it works on YouTube, basically everything that comes in within 1 month, you kind of get paid for the middle of next month.
You basically, what you're talking about right now is not what fucking matters to the audience, but what matters to fucking you. You're desperate for a fucking extra fucking money from YouTube payment for September. This is the last day of the month you can fucking give money to DSP so you can get paid in September, guys. If you wait until September 1st, he won't see that money until October. So boo fucking who for Phil Burnell. Talk to Jeju says he said new games. They say new games. I know he said premieres, not sure he was talking about new games, but did Phil actually say the word new games? Not sure if Toxic Chidris is lying to me or not. You know, it's possible he's a bit bitter because I didn't pick his number, because he tried to be, you know, sneaky about it, you know. Suikoden also says, Suikoden's backing me up, so Suikoden says he said new games as well. Fine, I'll take off. I'll take new games, there you go. Strong start to the card. So yeah, Phil is acting, I'll say acting, but he is acting extremely drunk as hell today. But also notice that he's kind of snorting silently. I have a feeling he's basically fucking doped up on some like, medication to try and hold back all the snorts and all that shit. Which might be having an effect on his fucking... I mean, he looks fucking... Look at this fucking freeze frame. He does not look like he's fucking fully, you know, all there. He looks like he's fucking tripping balls.
So, for example, any support I get today will actually count, and I'll you know, get it at some point in September. But anything I get on Friday, I won't get till October. You see? So it would help today if you did support. Just throwing that out there. All right? Okay. So let's get into the meat of it. First of all, an update on my health. It still sucks. In fact, so
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. His health sucks, guys. You know, please pity him some more and give him some more money so he can feel all fucking better. I guess not only money fucking helps it, but also fucking getting drunk as hell before stream also fucking helps. Alcohol, the cure to all of life's problems.
So here's what happened yesterday. I hurt my neck when I was showering in the morning, okay? And I had a nerve pinch, and it was very sharp shooting pain from my neck where I pinched the nerve all the way through my shoulder, down into my actual arm, up to about here. And it hurt.
Your actual arm, as opposed to what? Your fake arm? Your third arm? Your prosthetic arm? No, your actual arm. Okay.
Really bad. And I was nervous because I didn't know how it was going to affect my gameplay or anything for the day. Happy to say it really didn't, because I'm very good at distracting myself from pain. As I explained yesterday, I used to have a debilitating back injury in my lower back that got so bad that it was just ongoing pain even in my sleep. So basically I found ways to kind of zone out and tune out from the pain. And what I've found is that when I pick up this controller and I actually start playing a video game and I pay attention to it, I really don't pay attention to the pain anymore. Yesterday I'm playing Armored Core 6 and I'm thinking, man, this game's tough, it might distract me. I kind of forgot about it, which was great. But I have some bad news. So here's the good news is, over the course of yesterday, it actually was getting better. By the end of last night when I played Chrono Trigger, my neck actually didn't feel so bad. And actually, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a drink before I go to sleep. So I had some tequila with some like V8 mixer drink. It's like a V8 low-calorie fruit drink. And I mixed it in with some tequila and I had a drink. Like, this will good. It'll loosen me up, numb me up. I'll be able to go to sleep and have no problems here with this neck pain tonight. So I do this. And I wake up this morning, okay? And here's the thing. When I go to sleep, typically when I fall asleep on my back, just like this, leaning back.
What the fuck is this fucking shit? Holy fucking shit, man. I cannot believe this. Oh my, I'm going to wind it, let it play out. But god damn it, we're getting some sort of insider's fucking behind the scenes guide as to how he fucking sleeps.
A V8 low calorie fruit.
Oh yeah, let's find a bit more just so he can fucking tell us what his fucking favourite alcoholic beverage for fucking nighttime sleepy.
Over the course of yesterday, it actually was getting better. by the end of last night when I played Chrono Trigger, my neck actually didn't feel so bad. And actually, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a drink before I go to sleep. So I had some tequila with some like V8 mixer drink. It's like a V8 low-calorie fruit drink, and I mixed it in with some tequila, and I had a drink. Like, this will good. It'll loosen me up, numb me up. I'll be able to go to sleep and have no problems here with this neck pain tonight. So I do this, and I wake up this morning.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much. Sorry. Thank you very much. Luna Guardian for Super Chat says, Count Druncula strikes again. I assume you meant to say Druncula. So I'm going to automatically assume you meant Druncula. Count Druncula strikes again. Yeah, Phil is fucking buzzed to have his fucking tits here. I mean, Jesus. I mean, this is unreal. Let's hear him fucking and describe in great detail how he fucking sleeps.
But have no problems here with this neck pain tonight. So I do this, and I wake up this morning, okay? And here's the thing: when I go to sleep, typically when I fall asleep on my back, just like this, leaning back onto my pillows. I just fall asleep with nice full neck support. However, I tend to be someone who shifts in their sleep, and I've woken up in many different positions over the years. I end up waking up in a side sleeper's position on my right-hand side with my neck crinked up at an angle. And I start to move, and I'm like, oh no. Basically, I'm not even kidding you, the pain got worse. Because I must have moved to this position in my sleep, and now I start moving, and I've got, like, every time I'm moving my neck, it's like pain, pain, pain.
Guys, more money is required. The money you gave him yesterday wasn't enough. More money required.
Oh my god. This fucking sucks. What did I do? Right? So, yeah, it blows. What can you do? It's a nerve pinch. It's bad. You know, and I'm doing my best. I mean, I'm hoping once again, today, playing the games will distract me from it. But every moment that I'm here, not focused on, like, other things, it hurts. And there's not much I can do. I just gotta wait for this to go away. It might take a week. So I've had these before. It's not something new. It's just very annoying when it happens. And when you get one this bad, you worry, will it affect me, you know? I hope not. I hope that we have a smooth, full day of gaming today. And that it's not affected, really. But we'll see. You know, honestly, I don't think GTA is the concern. I think Street Fighter tonight is the concern. When I play Street Fighter on the late stream, especially because I've already had troubles in Street Fighter 6 at the diamond level, with you know, online competition, and now I'm gonna be trying to do this with neck pain shooting up and down my neck. So we'll see what happens, but hoping for the best. Again, I popped an Advil this morning. Actually, it wasn't really me. It was my wife. She convinced me.
What the fuck? Jesus, man. What did she fucking did she fucking treat the anvil like it was a fucking, like, train or something? Come on, Philly boy. Time for you to take your little medicine to feel all better. Here comes a train. Num num. Here you go, Phil. Nom nom's time. What the fuck is going on? That is family discussion. I can tick off family. Gee, what in the hell are we watching? What in the goddamn hell are we watching right now?
She basically said, you know, take a pill because you're gonna need it. You look so bad this morning. I was like, all right, well, you know, we'll do it. So hopefully it starts to feel better. You know, it's not a big deal right now. Right now I don't feel it, and then if I move a little bit, like, oh god, there it is, right there. So it is what it is.
Bullshit! No, bullshit! That was the slightest bit of fucking movement in the entire fucking world, and he went, oh, there it is. No, he moves like that on a regular fucking basis during his podcasts, non-stop, and he doesn't fucking show any signs of agitation whatsoever. This example Phil just fucking gave us here, nonsense, bullshit. I'm calling sus on this fucking neck pain. I'm calling it right fucking now. He's trying to fucking say this slight, minimalist movement caused it to fucking hurt for him. But we've been seeing him rock back and forth on the X and Y axis on a very continuous basis all fucking day so far.
Right now I don't feel it, and then if I move a little bit, like, oh god, there it is.
Oh, look at that, he fucking leans forward and then she's like, oh my fucking god, I'm going to die. Meanwhile, fucking goes back and forth, fucking turning his head like a fucking tennis match, watching fucking stream chat like a fucking hawk. Jesus Christ, man. Why have a feeling that Wardog's on the warpath? Hold on a second. Give me a second here. I have a feeling I'm about to get some very angry Scottish ranting coming my way, and it's not actually just me. You know? Wardog, are you there? Hello, Wardog, you there?
Hello.
Hello, hey.
Yeah, this Where do I begin with this specimen of a man?
Fuck knows. I mean, you.
Because I'm sorry, right? And people in the chat can tell me I'm talking about my ass if they want. I don't really give a shit, but I'm all here for comparing shit. But if you have pain, right, shooting pain like he has, wouldn't you do something about it? Wouldn't you take, icy hot or Nurofen gel, and it targets the muscles and the nerves? When you take Tiger Balm, targeted painkillers.
You think so, but if I can dismiss Epsom salts the other day, didn't he? I wouldn't dismiss that. As how can that possibly permeate the skin and help your nerves and all that shit? He dismissed Epsom salts, so he might fucking have the same kind of mentality when it comes to icy hot and all that.
But it's like he's sitting here going, "Oh, I sleep on my side, my man. I sleep on my side a lot too, and I don't have a fucking pain in my neck." He's acting like his pillows are too firm, which is why he's sleeping at an angle. So that's probably what's causing your neck pain. You've got a pinched nerve, my man. You can fucking relax. And it's very funny, by the way, how when he was in his Armored Core stream, he got a lot of money. Pain went away. He could move around. He could fucking move. He could move his arms. He could rub a little bit. It's like it's literally a money buff, because I think what he's noticed is he's panicking. Right, he has to be in full panic mode because he has noticed that all these night streams have been red, and it's been almost a week.
I'm looking at the screen right now. Look at the
even the one that's yellow was because it was on the $50, which is literally the threshold for changing for the night. So it was literally a red stream. So it's just like, and then he had his fucking 15th anniversary shit. They got him barely any money. And it's been nothing but red. And he's purple burglar alarm.
There you go.
And also the fact is he's on fucking Twitter, right? And he's getting roasted on Twitter about this. He actually, because obviously I'm checking Twitter now, and he actually talks about this and brags about this later on for you, so it's a bit of fun for that. Where he's trying to big up himself. I'm thinking, everyone has said, yeah, but these people didn't have chat hold your hand.
Yeah. As I was going back, I went for that right before the stream started. Coincidentally, he responded to two people who said that kind of thing to him.
Yeah, because he's like, and he responds the exact same way. Oh, these people didn't have an audience. Yeah, okay. But my man, these streamers have literal fucking rules for backseat gaming because they want to feel that they've done the game themselves. Other people have gone and beat the fucking these bosses and know the best ways to do it, but they sit and they want to watch the streamer do it because the streamer feels, that I did it myself. I would be pissed off. I get sometimes I'm playing Destiny, I get someone to help me out and do a thing, but they don't really tell me what to do. They just say, you go ahead, we'll kind of, we'll let you try and figure it out first. And then if you can't figure it out, we'll help you. Cool, because I want to experience these things first. And it's just like, he's trying to fucking stroke his own little tiny fucking ego.
Yeah.
Because he has no one else to fucking run to. You beat a boss, DSP, because someone in your chat said, use the blade. And I swear to shit, if you fucking go back and watch that, he ripped apart the person that said, dude, use the blade. Blade shit. 2 minutes fucking later, he's like, maybe the blade's the way to go. Yeah, well, fucking obviously, because blades have always been strong in Armored Core. That's literally why people run blades. And then he's fucking, the pain had gone away for that whole stream. Night stream. Barely any fucking support. And was fucking going ballistic about what the fuck he was doing. He was even trying to bring up stuff that he thought, oh, this is how you really do it, chat. This is why. And Anne's like, no, that's not it at all.
Jesus, man.
He's completely fucking wrong about this. And then he's calling me that. I mean, he's literally got his arm up, right? If you've got a pinched nerve, I don't care who the fuck you are. If you've got a pinched nerve in any part of your fucking neck, what he's doing right fucking there in that freeze frame, you can't do without feeling pain. Because your neck is connected. So when you obviously pull your arm up, you pull strain on your neck. So if he's reaching up, he's causing pain in his arm, in his neck. You have a pinched nerve, my man. You're not fucking dying. Put some fucking ibuprofen on. I had one in my fucking elbow, and it was fucking sore.
It's
it's like
mental, yeah.
It's like it's fucking. He's acting like he's going to die. Oh, I'm 41 years old and I have a pinched nerve. You have a pinched nerve. Put some fucking. He's telling you, oh, Cat told you to do it. Take the fucking, the painkillers. Why?
Phil's the kind of
Fucking
person,
do it yourself.
Yeah, I can't fucking believe the Cat forced him to fucking take pain.
But it's like
yeah.
he's a 41-year-old fucking supposedly man, and he didn't think I'm going to take some painkillers. I have pain. I don't know. I'll drink some fucking tequila. That ain't going to do shit, homie.
It made him feel better.
Did do shit for the split second the alcohol inflation system. That's it.
Sweet
you need
liquor numbs the
targeted
pain.
medication. You need you need medication.
Yeah.
That's why usually when you have an operation or if you're in the field or whatever, out in the field somewhere, you even see it in fucking these on John Wick, right? He takes a swig of alcohol before the fucking guy starts sewing him up a little bit because it nulls the pain for when he's doing it. Not then what happens? Guy gives him a thing of pills. Take these because that was just a little bit just to get over the pain.
It's mental, yeah.
And it just fucking baffles me how he's selling this.
So I think
and people believe it.
So I think you're onto something there when you said the night stream stuff, especially.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because he's read fucking for about a week.
Yeah, but he's also saying like he's really worried about tonight's night stream because in the neck pain and he's got to use a joystick. So I think he's trying to set up support and sympathy there.
I think he's trying to bail out of fucking tonight. To be honest.
Nah, Street Fighter, he loves it too much.
But then he hates fucking playing Honda. He was playing. He only wants to fucking play Blanca. But he might change. If you want to see Blanca today, he might do Blanca.
He dropped massive things about big time.
It's like, yeah, you're doing Blanca because he's broken as shit. Trying to say that it's not top tier. We went over this fucking couple of days ago. Not top tier. Bullshit. He is top tier.
Yeah, he's the number one ranked player on the fucking planet is fucking Blanca, man.
Jed, even if you take that away, right? Let's just take that out. He can do one combo 7% of your life gone. How's that not top tier?
Exactly. Fucking hell, man, it's crazy.
How is... Go on.
I was going to say thank you to Cody Taylor for the super chat, who says, new pinch nerve cure, WWE Champions and tequila, in that order.
Actually, it's Monday first, then WWE Champions, then tequila. Because it seems to be the miracle fucking cure. It's like he got money in the fucking in Armor Core and then so he had no pain all stream. I'm sorry, but that's bullshit.
KDV agreeing with your take on Blanca. As someone who's played every character in Street Fighter 6, Blanca is the most ridiculous by far.
Yeah, he is, because as even Peace has said, he's trying to say, oh, I have no way to get out of corners. You can literally rock out a corner. And it's at an angle, so it's free. And you can't punish it. There was people that when Peace was in the restream that were DIing literally after the block, but because Blanca backs up so much because of his fucking ball, you should 99% be able to punish that. You can't punish it because his angle's so weird. So he's safe, and he's complained about people doing safe moves. He does fucking ball, and he's always safe, and it's like, I don't fucking get it. And he's banging fucking chat. He's calling them out, saying, "Oh, it's not. I don't care what people say. If the top players are saying Blanca's pretty top tier, fucking top tier." But get the sidetracked. But the whole thing about this pinched nerve, you have a pinched nerve. I had a pinched nerve and I'm fucking building my 40k models. I can still build them without pain. I go down the stairs. He also trying to say last night as well, I think I remember correctly, that, oh, you can only take one every 24 hours. What fucking painkillers are you taking? You have to take 24 hours. That's what he said. I can't take it because it was his fucking.
It's not even a painkiller. It's an anti-inflammatory, isn't it? It's not even a painkiller.
Yeah, but it's like, some of them get really, really strong ones, like basically classed as horse tranquilizers, because just the meme because they're very strong, like a stronger version of ibuprofen. But he was like, in the night stream before he started playing, he's like saying, "Oh, my neck's kind of a bit sore. I think the painkiller's coming off, and I can't. It's really annoying because I can't take another one for 24 hours." Fucking painkiller are you taking?
Yeah, it does sound kind of
24 hours. Yeah. Ibuprofen's 4 to 6. You can usually take ibuprofen within 3 hours.
It's mental, yeah. It's fucking mental. So, I don't understand that.
The fact is that he's got this pain, right? So why didn't he get Kat, who was fucking in the house yesterday, to go and get him some targeted medication? Gels that you can rub onto you, icy hot, whatever it is, the American juice that you can rub in, that because ibuprofen obviously goes in your system, then it spreads it out. But if you want something to target it, you have to use a gel that targets the pain. So if it's any shoulder, neck, whatever the fuck it is, You want something to rub on it to fucking, you know, to target it to loosen it off. You want a it's basically it's like a beanbag thing you can put in the microwave. You can wrap around your neck, to like heat to loosen the nerves off. Because the problem is your nerves are all constricted around it. You want to loosen. You want heat to loosen the muscle, so that it releases the nerve. That's how you get rid of a, you know, of a pinched nerve. And I said I had one on my elbow, and I could feel it in my pinky finger, but I just kept putting, you know, ibuprofen gel on it and massaging it so often. It went away after like 2 days.
Yeah, it's just,
I didn't give a shit.
It's no usually a big fucking deal. I mean, obviously it's a bit annoying, but it's manageable. But
he took a big anvil. What was a fucking suppository? Because he's literally talking at his ass.
Jesus,
so,
oops.
So yeah, I fucking don't know. I'll be honest.
Oh, I mean, thank you very much. First of all, so to profit for a super chat there. It says painkillers. Who are you all? Black mage, lightweights. Sometimes painkillers is a good fucking way to go. All right. Also, Phil Burnell strikes me as the kind of person that wouldn't put gloves on before he applies icy hot, so he fucking numbs his hand. He's the kind of person that would probably forget to put gloves on, in my opinion. And then wonder why his hand's numb. That's just fucking what I think about that shit. But yeah, yeah, but if you need painkillers, sometimes you fucking need painkillers. That's just the way it fucking goes. Sometimes you can't just. I'll say sometimes. Well, there is also a fucking side effect of. Isn't humanity technically fucking kind of not? You know, is it something to do with anti-inflammatories? Is it painkillers that people in general they're not effective anymore because people use them all the time?
No, I don't know what it is. I think it's just people have a different tolerance to painkillers. Like, if you're constantly taking ibuprofen, your body builds up a tolerance for it.
Yeah.
But then you can take it because the way I've always had it is ibuprofen is for general pain. Paracetamol was mainly for like headaches because paracetamol was targeted for head. I would say for the head. And ibuprofen would be like just you've got a fucking stub toe, you know. And it really hurts. Take some ibuprofen for it. But yeah. Oh, Steve, he's literally milking his fucking neck again. Yeah. He's saying he woke up today feeling worse. To the point where, well, we don't know what he took, but apparently he can only take one of these things per every 24 hours.
No, I know.
Which I'm like,
that was one thing.
He literally because he fucking took a fist up his ass. Because apparently he said it at the start of the Chrono Trigger stream last night. He said he took one painkiller and he can't take it for 24 hours. Oh yeah, Steve, he also before he went to bed last night, he had some tequila and some fucking weird mixer thing to try and loosen himself off. So he actually had a drink last night.
Jesus, man. Yeah.
So, as Jesse Neal said, he's mixing tequila and fucking painkillers. You're not meant to do that.
And Steve agrees with you. There's no painkiller. As I sit there, you can only take once a fucking day.
Exactly. It's like I don't know what the fuck he's taking. I mean, if it was like say one of the bigger, like more stronger painkillers.
Well, nothing over the counter anyway.
Usually,
I'm not going to get any fucking painkillers or only once a day which is over the counter because that shit would be strong.
Chad, when I went to the hospital fucking years ago because I nearly broke my ankle playing football, and I get the pink ibuprofen tablets. You know what I'm talking about, the fucking pink ones.
Oh yeah.
They're strong motherfuckers.
Yeah, big time.
They were like, you take 2 of these, but you gotta wait like 8 hours.
Yeah,
because they're stronger than normal ones.
8 hours is usually kind of max kind of time for sure.
I can take at least 2 in like a period of 24 hours. So it's like I don't know what the fuck he's on about. It sounds like what everyone believes is it's either fake, which probably is because it's all of a sudden rears ugly head. So it's fake. He's trying to milk it for extra donations because he feels fucking bad because of his streams have been fucking lacking horribly. And you can do, it's every 4 hours. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can take these painkillers this up every couple hours. And I don't think he took anything. I think he's milking it. And if it is real, I think it's fake.
It's
because the same thing as last night. Did you see the fucking shit last night? By the way, did anyone? Because he was banning folk in chat that were no one's socks that he knows that they're the same person, and I was like, where? Because I literally pulled up his fucking chat logs, went into the participants, and he was like, "There's 20 folk in here. Who the fuck's he banning?" Because unless the person talks, right? I can go right now, right? I will do it because I'm on mod in your chat, right? Let me go here, right? Participants. I can see someone called Barrett Wells, right? Let's just for Barrett Wells, 'cause he's the first one I can see. No, I'm saying he's a mod, right? But I'm saying I can't click on him, right? The only way to ban someone is when they're in the chat, and then you click on their name.
Yeah.
And it comes up with little wee 3 dots, and I can go timeout, remove, right? You can't do that in the participants because it doesn't allow you to do that.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Phil has said so himself that he can't fucking ban people until they say something in chat. He has actually told his audience that a few days ago.
No, I don't know, because you can't type it in either. I don't think you can type it in. I don't know if you can. Like timeout, like /timeout someone and put the name in the chat. I don't think that works.
I can test it in someone if you want. Who should I fucking time out?
Let me go to number. Right, we can't do Barrett Wells. Let's see.
No, I'm doing Barrett Wells. He's a good sport. Well,
I mean, Barrett Wells is a mod, so he can't do a time mod and
Toxic
timeout.
Edges has volunteered themselves.
All right, take out the cherry.
I don't know if that helped. Yeah, it's probably Mercer. Maybe I don't know.
I think you typed it wrong. I don't know. See, I don't know how you do it, because it would show up in the chat. So I don't know if there's a command you can just type in, like on Twitch you can type in /timeout or /ban.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
First name and it does it. Because I've been there. I've been a mod on Twitch before. I know how it does. But I don't know if you can do it on YouTube. So, as Anne said, whoever the fuck he's banning doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, Train's trying to tell us that you click their name and time it out, but you can't do that. And
yeah, Train. So you click the name right and then they talk. But see, so the thing that Anne was pointing out, Train, is that DSP was apparently jumping into the chat and banning people, right? That he knew were socks. But Anne kept pulling up DSP's chat log, as in, the participants, and was going into it and seeing everyone there. But you can't click on that now unless the streamer can click on that. I don't know. But Anne even went scroll back through the chat as far back as you can go, and there wasn't any sock names there. And he was saying, I've got rid of about 7 or 8 of them. And we're like, where? Because there was no one in there. So, fuck knows what he's on about. And he also keeps saying he knows this person, it's the same person all the time. And it's like there's 7 or 8 of them, they're coming here with 10 things because I get told all this. Well, who the fuck's telling you? Because usually there's no one there.
So I think he's basically fucking stealing the detractors kind of thing. Remember how we all seem to claim that every single fucking whale was just a YC in disguise? I think
we were doing it for memes though. Well, some of us were.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. No, he takes that kind of idea and tries to fucking use it the other way around. Like he tries to fucking claim that he doesn't want to fucking let his audience think that there's multiple fucking people, multiple different people that are fucking, that they fucking fell out of favour or whatever. So it's easier for Phil to fucking pretend it's all just one person with some grand fucking scheme, some mentally ill detractor fucking made a bunch of these fucking accounts, and one person individually tried to mess everything up by pretending to be different people. It's easier for Phil to try and control his audience that way, control his fucking flock of fucking dentheads, just to try and pretend that all is one person, because the alternative is that Phil is actually fucking antagonising and pissing off multiple fans and members at the same time. And there's multiple different people that are just getting. So it's easier for Phil to just fucking tell his audience, they're all the same person, ignore it. Only listen to me, Ree.
Sorry to jump in, gentlemen, but you've been going on for 20 minutes and I'm sick of staring at Phil's face.
I'm sick of hearing your voice, you English cunt. Fuck off.
Out of here, you fucking Englishman. Get a
Who's Ban Dashy?
Your wee Welshman.
Ban Dashy in chat. Ban him, fuck.
Nah. He may have a point.
I'm building up skip dish fucking just for you, Dashy. You shut the
don't
fuck
need
up.
20 minutes.
Hold on. We
do.
Did you just say skip dish?
Wee bit, yeah.
That's what I thought. Great, okay.
Phil's a juice that belongs in a skip, but we don't need 20 minutes. The amount of time Chad's going to stop.
Okay.
We might do.
Well, I'm gonna.
Are we fucking down?
I'm trying to play the fucking bingo, and you guys won't stop talking.
Mushmouth, Steve, don't you even start, you four-eyed fuck.
Get on with it.
Get on with it. Was that the Monty Python?
I'll play it now because you guys have asked for it. I'll play it now.
Yes, get on with it!
No fucking way, Steve. No way.
Get on,
Come on, Steve, you're lying. You're lying, Steve. There's no way he's still talking about this.
Bullshit. Okay, we need to play now. We need to fucking play. Let's just let Phil cook, okay? Let's just fucking let him talk about it. But, yeah. Okay, let's just fucking crack on it.
But hoping for the best. Again, I popped an Advil this morning. Actually, it wasn't really me. It was my wife. She convinced me. She basically said, you know, take a pill because you're going to need it. You look so bad this morning. I was like, all right, well, you know, we'll do it. So hopefully it starts to feel better. You know, it's not a big deal right now. Right now, I don't feel it. And then if I move a little bit, like, oh, God, there it is. Right there. So it is what it is. Okay? Just to forewarn you. I hope I don't exacerbate it somehow during my streams today. And being that tomorrow's my day off, you know, hopefully I'll be able to rest it a little more, although I do have to run and do my errands like grocery shopping and stuff like that tomorrow. Hopefully I don't, you know, injure any further. Hopefully I get a better night's sleep tonight and it doesn't hurt it worse, you know what I mean? We'll see. Anyway, let's talk about the streams yesterday, how they went. This is going to lead us into our first topic about Armored Core 6. And then later on, when we get to the game news segment, we're going to talk about PlayStation Network price increases and how the internet is going crazy about this right now because it was not exactly what you would expect. Let's just put it that way, okay? Okay, so yesterday's streams, how did they go? Well, first of all, on the first stream, it was my second ever session of Armored Core 6. Now, we'd already talked about this a few days ago, that when I played Armored Core 6 on Friday as a premiere stream, I actually enjoyed it. Did I have some difficulty with the first boss? Yes, I did, because I, on the fly, had to learn some gameplay mechanics on how to dodge and move and maneuver, and once I did that, I was able to adjust, and I was able to beat the boss. It took, you know, a few tries, maybe like a half an hour trying this boss, but I beat him. Like, all right, for a FromSoft game, that's not so bad. That's kind of what I'm used to for FromSoft. It's not any shocking twist that, you know, the boss would be difficult and you have to learn gameplay mechanics on the fly or anything like that, right? So then, continuing on, I started customizing my mech, changing the colors, changing the build, and I did many different missions, and I was having a good time. There was actually a boss that I think would have been tough if I didn't have a certain weapon, but I kind of lucked out into having the correct weapon, and I beat the boss, and I was like, all right, so 3 hours in, I really like this game. I don't get why people were all abuzz about it, why people on the internet are so crazy about it. And then what happens is, you see a complete shift of attitude. People have been campaigning for me to play Armored Core 6. They said they absolutely wanted me to play it, that it's a FromSoft game I cannot miss, right? But now that I played it for 3 hours and I've enjoyed it, no one cares. Why? Because the people who primarily, not everyone, this is a generalization, so understand this is not every person, but a lot of people who were campaigning to see me play Armored Core 6 were my hate watchers. Okay? These are people who only watch my content because they like to see me fail and suffer.
How the hell can we fucking campaign for you to just fucking play a game if you ban every fucking detractor in chat? Fuck off, Phil.
They're shitheads, okay? There's some enjoyment in watching someone fail. I'll totally admit that. But if your entire focus on the internet is someone failing, trying to laugh at someone else's misfortunes, you are a fucked up human. And you really should reassess yourself with a professional help. But that's how some of these people are. There's a large group of thousands of people on the internet who this is what they focus on. So because I played Armored Core...
Yeah, I never fucking gave a shit if you played the fucking game. I can't speak for other fucking people, of course. But I personally never gave two fucking shits what fucking game you play. I'm here for the podcasts.
6 on Friday, and I actually enjoyed it rather than raged at it and failed at it. They didn't like that at all. So the whole narrative changes. Instead of Darkside Phil must keep playing Armored Core 6 because he's going to fail and rage, it's, oh, well, fuck that then, you know, forget it, right? No views on the videos, no talk about it, nothing, right? Now, what ended up happening was after I talked about that on my podcast the other day, there was a group of people who were not like that, all right? And they actually genuinely did want to see me play the game and enjoy it.
Oh, is he fucking talking about the fucking 3 people that fucking gave him massive tips? 2 of them being the same person, essentially. I think that's what he's talking about.
It's a new franchise that I've never touched before. There's been many of these long-standing franchises that I've never experienced, and this is just an example of one of them. And now seeing me actually get hands-on experience with the game, over the course of the weekend, people started to say, oh, this is kind of interesting. I actually want to see Phil continue because he's actually seeming to like it now. So, what ended up happening was, even though the hate watchers were so butthurt that I liked the game, a few other people actually started to enjoy the content, okay? And so yesterday, my second session ever, all right? As I played it, all right, I tried a new build. I was trying the tetrapod build, which is the 4-legged build where you can hover. Dude, it's so good. The hovering makes the game so different, but also so much better. The hovering and strafing gunplay, and then being able to just dodge in the air makes so many things not as dangerous. You know, area of effect attacks, they don't really affect you because they have to hit you directly. They can't just hit you with splash damage when you're in the air. Just right there, it's making the game tremendously, you know, easier to manage. But in addition to that, you know, me learning new strategies and things, we did the arena fights and unlocked a bunch of upgrades, like the ability to heal more and get an actual shield that reduces damage. And then we got to the point of the game where I had heard from what you guys had told me and what the internet was a buzz about, all right? The point in the game that everyone was calling the skill check. This was the point of the game where supposedly a lot of gamers and streamers had quit the game on this boss.
Smug mode activated. Fucking watch out for the smug mode here.
Now, I don't know. I'm not watching other gamers and streamers. You know me. I'm just playing my own thing. This is what people are telling me. This is what people all over social media are saying. That this was the big skill check for the game. And if you get past this point, you're pretty much full speed ahead. You're going to enjoy the rest of the game. If this point crushes you and defeats you and makes you rage, you're probably going to hate the rest of the game. And that's why a lot of people just quit it at that point. Okay?
Just to cut in here, he said that no one is telling him, but then in the same breath says that all over social media How do you know if you weren't paying attention?
Because he lies all the fucking time. He's a massive fucking hypocrite. We know this. We know he's a fucking hypocrite.
I know, but I just think it's funny that he's trying to sell this, that I don't know any of this, but you guys tell me. And then the same breath, well, I believe it's all over social media.
Exactly.
But how do you know?
It's just ridiculous. It really is.
The point I'm talking about is the Baltius, no H in there, boss fight. This is a boss that when you face it, immediately introduces you to gameplay mechanics that didn't even exist before then. So you would have need to be psychic to know that these gameplay mechanics would have been in there to prepare for it. In addition, this is the first boss that essentially has multiple boss phases in the game, a la classic Soulsborne gameplay. So if you've played Soulsborne games before, you're used to it. However, if you never have, you're probably shocked, what the hell, why is this boss changing forms and attack patterns in the middle of the fight? It also has some really overpowered attacks, and quite frankly, it seems to be exactly what people are describing it as, all right? It is a wall. And if you can find a way to climb over this wall or break your way through it, you'll probably understand the mechanics enough to do well for the rest of the game. And if you don't, you might as well quit then, okay? So, first of all, admittedly, you know, people on my streams are supportive and they want to see me succeed. And there was one particular person who had given me a little bit of a heads up earlier on in the stream. They said, you're going to want to buy a plasma gun. Didn't tell me.
Oh, so you're fucking doing what the audience tells you rather than fucking trying to figure it yourself. No wonder you found it that a little bit easier than to fucking get through it. When you have your chat and hold you through the fucking entire thing before you even get to it. To fucking make it easier for you. Rather than you try and figure it. What's the point, Phil, of going to fucking... Remember Phil used to fucking claim went to fucking games blind? This bastard used to fucking claim went to fucking video games blind. A blind playthrough, a raw fucking playthrough, no spoilers. I'm not going to spoil myself in this fucking game. And yet here he is fucking happily, gratefully taking fucking advice on the best fucking ways to try and overcome these challenging fucking bosses, the best fucking tactics before he gets to the fucking boss. Phil, do this. Phil, do that. Phil, I wouldn't be fucking bragging if I had my fucking hands held for a fucking game. You play a game, but you may as well fucking give control to the fucking chat. It's funny, the chat fucking plays the game for him, but Phil makes all the fucking money. Imagine that one, eh? What a fucking business fucking practice that is.
Why? He said, listen, you're just going to want to buy a plasma gun. That's all they said. They said, just get one when you can do it. I said, okay, so I had bought it earlier on the stream before I ever got into this boss, not understanding why I needed the plasma gun. Well, without spoiling, it was this boss. This boss has a shield that needs to be down, and if you don't have a plasma gun, it takes a long time to get the shield down. But then once the shield's down, it has a second shield. Basically, it's the stun shield, the stagger meter, kind of like Sekiro. So it's like, first you have to take down the level 1 shield, then you have to do the stagger shield, then you can finally hurt the thing. So imagine doing all that not knowing, but if you have the plasma gun can essentially cut through the first shield, so it takes out a lot of the difficulty of the fight. So admittedly, someone helped me ahead of time, not spoiling and explaining that, but basically just saying, get a plasma gun, you'll need it, okay? Now in addition to that, there were some other gameplay mechanics in the game that had never been explained properly. I'm sorry, they just weren't. For example, there's a lock-on mechanic. I knew that, but I didn't understand that the lock-on mechanic in this game is different from that in Soulsborne games. In Armored Core, when you lock onto an enemy, you permanently lock onto the enemy. If that enemy flies behind you, you stay locked on. The difference is that your aim isn't as accurate when you're on the auto lock-on, okay? When you manually do the more manual lock-on, which is essentially don't do the R3 lock-on, you'll hit more. But it's more worth it, especially when you're fighting a tough boss. It seems to be more worth it to have the lock-on, especially if the boss is very maneuverable, because that boss can be zipping all over the screen, which is exactly what happens with Baltius. There's points where that boss will just decide, I'm just going to zip right by you and go behind you. So now you're trying to fight. Where did it go? Is it above me? Is it directly behind me? Sometimes you're like spinning around.
Jesus, man, look at that head movement. It's amazing where the fucking pain just fucking vanished all of a sudden.
Remember, this person has pinched nerve, by the way.
Yeah, remember, Phil has the pinched nerve in the neck and it hurts his shoulder and it hurts his arm, and when he slightly moves his head forward, he really feels the fucking pain. But yet he can do this on a fucking whim.
Have the lock-on, especially if the boss is very maneuverable, because that boss can be zipping all over the screen, which is exactly what happens with Baltius. There's points where that boss will just decide, I'm just going to zip right by you and go behind you. So now you're trying to fight. Where did it go? Is it above me? Is it directly behind me? Sometimes you're like spinning around looking for this damn thing, and if you're not fast, he's going to pummel you with missiles. So you need to be on your toes. The lock-on system, never properly explained in the game. Sorry, it just isn't. I don't care what anyone says. I played every tutorial, and it was never explained. Okay, so someone explained to me how that lock-on system worked during the boss fight, so I could actually understand it and utilize it properly. Otherwise, I would have been flubbing around not knowing what to do, because once again, it's a case of another FromSoft game that doesn't really explain its mechanics to you. That's par for the course for FromSoft, though. Like, the nuances of the engine need to be discovered on your own, because they don't explain anything in any way of a proper fashion. I mean, some people will just be like, we'll just be used to that. Well, sorry, I still gotta call it out. A spade is a spade, and a tutorial that doesn't fully explain all the gameplay mechanics isn't much of a tutorial. It never explained that. So it is what it is. Thank you, obviously, to the viewer who explained that to me, okay? So essentially, once everything was explained, you need the plasma gun. Use this lock-on mechanic in all of this, okay? I started the Baltius fight with a sword, and after trying a couple times, I was like, nah, it's not really working. Let me try something else. Let me try maybe the grenade launcher. So after now playing for about a half an hour, I learned the Baltius attack patterns and how to dodge them. I learned how to cut through Baltius' shield. And essentially, I learned the best strategy is get the shield down, pummel him with high damage moves to stagger him, then float and hover on top of him with the tetrapod build, and just rain down upon him as much as you can until the shield regenerates. with that strategy, after one downing, I was getting this boss down to less than 50% health. Then it was just about surviving, because the second half of the fight is a little bit tougher. It's the flame sword, you gotta dodge and stuff like that. But essentially the strategy is almost the same, just more attacks to dodge, okay? So, I'm doing this, and basically I'm saying, my usual stuff for when I'm playing a game like this that's difficult. I'm saying things like the game is cheating and stuff like that, right? Now, when I say stuff like that, you have to understand, number one, it's in the heat of the moment. It's because I'm full of adrenaline. It's because I'm, you know, tense about fighting a tough boss. Did the game cheat? I mean, no, not necessarily. The game didn't disable all my weapons, and the game didn't fucking, you know, suck my health bar away with one hit, okay? But I will say that whenever I'm playing a FromSoft game, I always feel like every single circumstance is stacked against you, right? Like it's you, the tiny little ant, against a ginormous, you know, monstrous entity trying to take it down. This guy is so fast that he can zip by you at a moment's notice. He doesn't have any tells that he's going to do it. He just does it. Now he's behind you, raining down missiles on you. You're like, wait, where did he even go? And you're not fast enough to really react to that. You just got to kind of flub it and hope that you can get out of the way in time or find him really quick. There were situations where he would hit me with the sword, and I couldn't avoid it because I was already out of stamina, and he'll continuously hit you with the sword. Like, boom, 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 day. Like, oh my god. Well, I couldn't avoid that. So to me, I'm saying stuff like, listen, there's RNG factor. Sometimes you're going to get lucky, and you're going to be able to maneuver more, and you're not going to run out of your stamina. You're going to down him and everything. And there's going to be times when he's just going to do the maneuver move. He's going to zip by you 10 times, and now you can't even down him once. And it's true. When I was fighting this boss, that's exactly what happened. It's this RNG factor in a FromSoft game. Enemy will determine to just do one of its random attacks at any given moment. And then, based on that, you either get lucky or you don't. You know, I remember when I beat him, basically what I did, someone had given me some more advice and said, you should go back to the sword. I know you tried it at first, it wasn't working, but now you know the boss's patterns, you know how to down him, you should try the sword now. So I tried, and lo and behold, the sword recharged like 4 times faster than the grenade launcher, so I was basically pummeling him to get the shield down, slashing him with the sword, pummeling him, slashing, and he just got melted. And I was like, wow. So I actually, you know, I went from getting my ass handed to me to almost like styling on this guy, right? So after I finally beat him, I was like, okay, so I beat...
Notice how, even though so he relied on his audience so much to fucking hand-hold him throughout that entire fucking experience, okay? Notice that as soon as, you know, it's not some sort of group experience, it's not a group fucking victory. Listen to the fucking speech, I did that, I beat him, I got the fucking boss, no shit, no. Well, you got there because your fucking chat held your fucking hand the whole way through it. They told you what weapons to use, they told you the fucking strategy, they told you everything you fucking need to know for fucking competing with this fucking boss. But did they get any fucking credit for this? No, it's all about Phil.
Yeah, probably this is the one. Yeah, he died there by thousand. It's probably this is the one he died on, and then he ran to Twitter.
Deflects, essentially, yeah.
In between deflects and then get absolutely fucking ratioed by people saying they didn't need other streamers. But see, again, he didn't name the streamers, and people are asking for him name the streamers then.
Yeah, so I've seen that earlier on from somebody as well. He's not named a single person that has rage quit the game. He's claiming they have, but he's not.
But he
not
didn't watch other streamers though.
Yeah. Apparently, Twitter's a buzzword.
Yeah, because people are buzzword because it's a hard boss, and the thing is though, these other streamers have other things to do. So if they're gonna, you know, they may come back to later on. So they may just leave it to now, but they'll come back because they've got, you know, they've got ads coming up, they've got collabs to do, they've got a billion other games they need to get on with.
Hold on a second. Barrett Wells is saying, never seen the tags on Phil's videos. Don't tell me he's done something fucking special for the tags on these videos. So Armored Core, which one would it be?
It'll be the
last one.
One last night, yeah. So it'll be the,
Alright, continuing on with this.
Shut the fuck up, Phil. Nobody wants
maybe
to hear
4, 5, and 6, I think, probably. That was that. Basically, the whole fucking...
this is the one where he wins. I think, can I beat Baltius? So yeah, let's see his tags. Where's the tags? Where's the tags? Where's
maybe... Oh, do you not have to inspect it or something like that?
No, that's wrong.
Alright.
You may have to inspect it? Okay, hold on. Let me try and inspect it here. Can hear myself through your end, by the way.
Yeah, sorry.
Tags. Where would the tags be? There's so much here. Hold on.
Oh, Barrett Wells just posted it on Twitter, I think. By a link for you. These guys are 17. So he's got DSP, DSP Gaming, DSP Darkside Phil, Darkside, and Phil.
Nerd Brew. What's his handle? Nerd Brew Gaming.
That's his tag for part 7 of Chrono Trigger. It's just him.
Here we go.
His name.
DSP. Why is nobody watching part 17 of my Chrono Trigger LP? And it's just fucking DSP Gaming, DSP, Darkside Phil, Darkside, and Phil.
Yeah. That may be why.
Was it tags though for the fucking, you know, the fucking Armored Core thing? Was there anything unique about that, or just?
And that was the one that Barrett was talking about.
Yeah. I thought it was like special fucking tags for the fucking Armored Core playthrough. Oh, that would require just no effort from Phil.
So no mention the game, just him. Yeah, I mean that's the problem. Like if you're gonna make a, you know, essentially if you're tagging a video, you want to put the game in it. So you can have people think it, but he's just not.
Oh, I get a picture. This picture here
So-
was good. What do you mean I can't play WWE Champions? Good picture.
But yeah, I mean, he was very animated during that little segment there where he's apparently his sore neck. So
Oh, Christ, man. Hold on a second. Oh, 500 roster members. There you go. Latest update on WWE Champions from TJ Gamebox. Phil's clan faction, whatever, has over 500 roster members. So, well done, Phil, I guess. And down from the rafters. Anyway. Let's crack on with Bingo. And see whatever fucking delusional fucking... Will he name anyone? That's the big thing. Will he name anyone? Apparently Rage quit.
The sword now. So I tried, and lo and behold, the sword recharged like 4 times faster than the grenade launcher. So I was basically pummeling him to get the shield down, slashing him with the sword, pummeling him, slashing, and he just got melted. And I was like, wow. So I actually, I went from getting my ass handed to me to almost like styling on this guy, right? So after I finally beat him, I was like, okay, so I beat the skill check, right? And I made a joke. Here I am wearing a Bender hat and a freaking platinum vest because people have been very supportive during the stream. And I make a joke. I said, so all those content creators and all those streamers that quit, guess what? I just beat that boss with a Bender outfit on. You suck. And it's a joke. It's meant to be serious. It's me just razzing people and being stupid, right? So I do that, and then we move on. And we played for about another hour. I did more arena fights. And then lastly on the stream, there was a whole other stage I beat, which was pretty challenging because I was trying these new miniguns, which I like. But dude, they ran out of freaking ammo. So here I am trying to beat the stage with my fists, right? And then I finally got to the boss, luckily. And the boss was challenging, interesting, and unique. And I beat the boss. Like, okay, great session, right? So by the end of the session, admittedly, I was a bit quizzically confused. And I was kind of scratching my head. Why is it that people quit at Baltius? What about that boss particularly made people rage so badly that these people wanted to quit the game and didn't want to play it again? The thing that really made me puzzled is that that Armored Core 6 is a FromSoft game. Everyone last year played Elden Ring. Even people who had never touched a FromSoft game before had played Elden Ring. So you know what you're in for. These FromSoft games have been around now for over a decade. Remember, Dark Souls 1 was 2011. So you're talking 12-year legacy of these games being out and being mainstream. People know what they are. So it gets to me how confusing it is that people would have quit this game. All right? So last night, after trying to figure this out...
Why did you quit Kirby?
I posted up on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I also posted up on my main channel page of my channel an honest question that I would like feedback on. And the question was, why... Oh, actually, I should just read it word for word now. I'm going to read it word for word so that way there's no one can say, oh, that's not what you said or whatever. Okay, hold on. I'm going to read it word for word, the post. Ready? Here it is. Why did so many people rage quit Armored Core 6 at Baltius? And why are people saying the game is way hard? I legitimately don't get it. I would appreciate some feedback to talk about on Wednesday's podcast. Thanks. That's it. All right? There's nothing there that's gloating. There's nothing there that's saying, ha ha, I dominated the game, you didn't. All right? It's just me genuinely asking the question, why do you guys think that people say the game is so hard and that this boss is the rage quitting point? Because for...
Okay, so let's we can actually do something.
it's no, it's bullshit. Because him saying, right, why do people find this so hard? The fact that his statement is, why do people find this so hard, is gloating. Because he's trying to say, well, I didn't find it hard. Why do people find it hard? If you beat it and then didn't fucking say anything, no one's going to give a shit. But the fact you went to Twitter and then said, why do people find this so hard? I'm confused. That's essentially gloating.
And this comment here, leaving comments open to try and get some clout. Pretty much a normal effing guy kind of summed up. Phil is intentionally trying to bait some sort of drama, try and get some reaction from somebody, whatever. It's just one of those things. But
I mean, this one right there. There's that, was it Prosa, right? Most people don't have a stream chat hand-holding their way through the game. The live streaming gamers who rage quit didn't have an audience. Lol.
Yeah, it's the same thing to Mathieu Bellamont. Pretty much almost the same response, yeah.
And he's trying to say that they don't have a thing. My man, you literally said that one of your viewers said you might want to get the plasma gun. Wink, wink. But then that's not spoiling. No, it is, because they said you might want to get it, but then it's a vague spoiler.
And then she got
because
told
why
somebody,
you
may want to go back to the sword, wink wink, and he fucking owned him.
But it's like, why are you telling the person there's a reason they need to have the plasma gun?
So I'm just going to read some of these comments here.
Even though the person isn't exactly saying you want to for this boss, you're still a spoiler. But you're telling him to buy the gun that he might not have bought. Yeah, man. This is why streamers have very fucking firm rules, even in their about page on their fucking Twitter channel. On the Twitch channel that say no vaccine. You will be moderated.
This person's claiming to have actually been the person that told Phil how to fucking use a lock-on feature. Look at this shit. If I didn't spell out how to use a lock-on system, you would have been there for longer. You were already accusing the game of cheating and getting your knickers in a twist over it. So humble bragging, oh, you guys think the game is hard? I just don't get it. It's very gross of you. So this person apparently is responsible for telling Phil about the lock-on system.
We'll put a little pin in that because we don't know. But that could, because it says a VTuber, so I mean, it could be, but I'm this. I don't know. Usually, if you're a VTuber and you're on Twitter and you're on YouTube, you usually have the same YouTube name. But I don't think that was the name. Someone can go back into the DDM and Raw stuff to find the person that made that comment and double check. But essentially, what they're all aware, like he's not even addressing the people's comments. He's just going, "Oh, they don't have any viewers." Lol. And it's like, but a lot of these streamers don't want that because what's the point of playing the game? Exactly. Unless they know the game, that's fine because they're not gonna, if someone told me, Warwick, here's how you do this little bit in fucking Mass Effect 2, I was like, okay, on you go, tell me because I played this game to death. I don't mind it. Tell me about this new thing that I haven't known about, and they'll tell me that's not a spoiler, that's not backseat because I know the game. Exactly. It's just like. People who tell me how to do Destiny 2, I play Destiny 2 a lot. That's not a spoiler, that says help me out with some stuff. It's just fucking weird why he then went to Twitter to then essentially
chasing clout, essentially. He wants to try and chase clout, try and manufacture drama because his boring ass is so boring. He needs fucking to try and bait someone into fucking reacting and hoping to grab somebody prominent enough to fucking bait the bait.
But then instead of fucking asking or replying to the people that said, yeah, but these people don't have people hand-holding them, he could turn and say, oh, I didn't know most streamers don't do that. Okay, that's why then they rage quit because, they don't have hand-holding, they don't allow that. Cool, okay. He has to be dick about it. He just has to literally attack and go, oh, so they don't have an audience? Lol. Well, no, because people who are in that community know better than to handhold, because what happens is if you constantly backseat, here's what happens. Streamer gets pissed off.
Exactly.
Because they're sitting on the backseat. They either shut down the chat or the moderators get free reign to ban anyone on fucking site. No matter how, it doesn't matter if it's the smallest bit of backseat, any backseat, just get them out of here.
Right, so let's see where it goes with his fucking rant, okay? Let's see where his fucking delusions will fucking take him. I went and rewound it like fucking 20 seconds or so. Let's see where he fucking goes with this.
Ready? Here it is. Why did so many people rage quit Armored Core 6 at Baltius? And why are people saying the game is way hard? I legitimately don't get it. I would appreciate some feedback to talk about on Wednesday's podcast. Thanks. That's it. All right? There's nothing there that's gloating. There's nothing there that's saying, ha ha, I dominated the game, you didn't. All right? It's just me genuinely asking the question, why do you guys think that people say the game is so hard and that this boss is the rage quitting point? Because for me, being around the block, having played every major FromSoft game since Dark Souls, actually since Demon Souls at this point, I've definitely faced way harder challenges. I would argue that the Great Ape or the double Great Apes in Sekiro were way tougher than this. I would argue that many other bosses in general in FromSoft games have been giant walls of difficulty for me, and this just wasn't it for me, So, what are we talking about? What's really going on here? All right? And so, I had open replies on my my post on X, and I wanted to see what people had to say. So I got a variety of responses. Of course, first of all, I get some of the most ridiculously stupid, over-the-top, dumb-ass responses that you would ever get whenever you have open, responses. You're going to get your hater base responding. Someone literally said this. I'm not shitting you. Oh, did you leave your responses open on this post for clout? Did I leave open responses on a random post on the X app to gain clout? Because we all know that when Darkside Phil has an open response post on the X app, it's mainstream news. Did you know that this morning, Kotaku, IGN, and GameSpot all had front page articles about how Darkside Phil has an open post on fucking Twitter? I mean, wow. Yeah, that's exactly why I did it. Or maybe I wanted some responses so I could talk about it today. Anyway, now I'm clicking the wrong thing. Anyway, of course, you get people who actually have a point, but because they're just so used to everything they're saying towards me being hateful and negative, they have to say it in a very insulting way. So what I had to do is I had to kind of sift through a lot of shit to get to the point. I think people actually had a point, but the problem is no one on the internet knows how to say anything like an intelligent human, okay? So here's essentially the point that a lot of people made, and I will actually intelligently respond to it. So you're an interactive streamer, right? I am. You're absolutely correct. I am. When you're playing a game like Armored Core 6, a lot of people in your chat are telling you about the game. And so, as you're fighting this boss, you're getting some advice, you're getting some, tips that other people don't get. A lot of streamers
who are hardcore into the FromSoft games outright tell their audiences, I'm not allowing any advice or spoilers unless I ask for it. So seriously, unless I say something to you and say, I need help, they don't allow their audience to try to spoil or help. And if they do, they actually have their moderators ban them outright from the chat. Okay? I think that's a little harsh. You know, someone trying to help you. It's a difference between a major story spoiler that's ruining the entirety of the game or someone just saying, hey, try this weapon. It's a little different, I think. But hey, some people, I guess, are that harsh where they literally just want everything to be earned, like legit get-good mentality kind of a deal. I would think those are the kind of people who, like, Armored Core 6 was a giant game for them. Like, they love FromSoft, and they love it so much, they don't want anything to be soiled or spoiled for them. So to them, having that kind of feedback is a negative, and they just don't allow it. For me, let's be honest here. Number one, I wasn't even going to play Armored Core 6. I told you guys I never played a Met Combat game before. I was going to skip it entirely, all right? I'm only playing it because someone actually donated it to see if I would like it. Number two, this is a game that isn't even really fitting into my schedule at this point. As we all know, the major releases for September for me will be Starfield, continuing with Street Fighter 6, Lies of P, and Mortal Kombat 1. Maybe Sea of Stars in there somewhere, and then maybe something at the end of the month, but that's essentially what I'm focusing on. Everyone knows that. If I play this game longer, all right, basically, we'll see what happens, all right? But, you know, it wasn't really a big investment for me. So, since this is a game that, obviously, I'm kind of testing the waters to see if you'll like it, if I'll like it, it kind of makes sense to not have me stuck on a boss for 17 hours. And if someone's offering a little bit of advice on the boss, I'm not going to say, oh, ban you for doing that. In fact, that person who had said use the plasma or buy a plasma gun essentially was giving me a huge tip on how to face this boss. Now, I didn't know that at first. I didn't have the plasma gun at first when I fought him, but I did adjust the plasma gun on the fly, tried it, and I was like, wow, this is working really well. I'm glad that I got that piece of advice. The lock-on advice, that was huge. Without that, I wouldn't have been able to even follow the boss and see where it had gone on the screen. I would have been flubbing about. So yeah, there was definitely some key pieces of advice. Absolutely. That helped out. That's called being an interactive streamer. But you know what? There's a fair point there. Not everyone's an interactive streamer, right? Some streamers want no advice, and a lot of people who maybe are sitting around playing this game for themselves aren't getting that help. So maybe that's what it is. And then I started to think,
Phil, stop fucking buffering. Hold on. YouTube cannot handle all this toxicity. There we go. I think we're okay.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Prophet, for the super chat, who says, harsh. How about banning someone from chat for saying there's a fan in your mini PC that you then you say doesn't have a fan? Yeah, remember fucking Phil's ridiculous fucking rant about mini PC? And it's fucking backtracking on that the following fucking day. Phil was wrong the whole time, the following fucking day. And Lavinia, instead of getting an apology, got a ban. Also, Prophet, did Phil respond to you? Remember Prophet laid down a challenge to DSP about fucking, you know, why don't you use Ken? I'll give you 2 weeks to try and get fucking master rank with Ken. If you do, I'll give you 500 Canadian dollar dues. But did Phil respond to you? Did Phil email you? Or was it no response whatsoever? I imagine that Phil probably didn't respond to you. Maybe Phil just does not, you know, value the American, you know, the Canadian dollar compared to the American one. Who knows? But yeah, Prophet says no. So yeah, DSP did not accept Prophet's challenge. So there you go.
being an interactive streamer. But you know what? There's a fair point there. Not everyone's an interactive streamer, right? Some streamers want no advice, and a lot of people who maybe are sitting around playing this game for themselves aren't getting that help. So maybe that's what it is. And then I started to think, see, this is what I mean. That feedback is actually very valid feedback, and I like it. But sadly, a lot of people just couldn't say that in a nice way and say, Phil, the reason you're maybe not, hating on the game as much as others is because you had some people help you with it. But in reality, it's really hard to fight that boss without that help first. But instead of people saying it nicely like that, literally no one said that. It was, oh, because you're a piece of shit and you suck at games, so your handheld stream chat has to do this. Real fuck faces. Real people who just don't know how to speak to someone. That if they said that to someone's face in person, they get slapped in real life by someone because they're so disrespectful. But they think it's fair game because you can just say it to someone on the internet and get away with it. Fucked up antisocial idiots. That's
Jesus fucking Christ. Phil, I would happily fucking tell you you're a fucking cunt to your face. And I'd fucking watch you squirm and hide away because you don't know how to handle fucking confrontation. What's Phil going to fucking do if I got to his fucking face and call him a fucking arsehole? Is he going to fucking just say, well, I'm an alcoholic, it wasn't my fault. I don't recall saying those things. Do what you gotta do. Fucking pussy.
the kind of responses that I get. But that doesn't invalidate their points. The points they're making, I feel, actually are valid. Yeah, if I didn't have that plasma gun, if I hadn't bought it before this boss would have been way worse. If I hadn't known about the lock-on, this boss would have been way worse. I have to agree with these points, okay? So, fair enough, valid points. However, I will say this, and this is what a lot of people don't realize. Tons of streamers out there are just like me, and I hate to tell you this, way worse when it comes to having people hold their hands. There's streamers out there that literally the way that they play games is just as a social thing with their audience. This is all they do. If they're going to play a game, they're just going to have their audience tell them what to do entirely. I've seen streamers, literally, it's like they're not even playing the game. So their audience is playing the game for them, okay? It's valid content creation because these people are popular and they make a living doing it, all right? Not everyone is a get-good kind of streamer, but here's the thing.
I hate to say it, a toxic fan base of hate watchers. Yes, it's a fan base, but it's a fan base of hate watchers, okay? So again, to them, if I'm not struggling in something, and if I'm actually succeeding, it's not entertaining. So God forbid, I'm having a good time with my audience. We're having positive conversation. I'm enjoying the game. They see that there's some hard stuff coming up, and they toss me a little bit of a bone, so that way when I fight this boss, it's an hour to an hour and a half instead of 7 hours, right? What was more enjoyable yesterday? See me struggle a little bit on the boss, learn slowly, get the pattern, switch back to the sword, and beat him in epic fashion? Or see me play that boss for 3 streams and be very upset and not enjoy the game? What would have been the better option? I think anyone who's not a toxic, hate-watching asshole would say option 1 is the best option.
But Phil, it wasn't you that fucking beat the boss. You didn't fucking work out by yourself. There was no fucking reward for you fucking figuring out. Look, Phil was a fucking big believer that fucking negative content is going to outweigh the positive content, which is not fucking true. Sometimes there are content creators out there who fucking play video games, that fucking do amazing things playing fucking video games, that do ridiculous challenges playing video games, and they fucking persevere and get through these fucking challenges. Also, they have an audience for it, they'll fucking stream the fucking thing. For some people, I've seen people fucking complete games blindfolded. That is an incredible fucking achievement to fucking understand the game that well. And know the game that well to fucking complete the game blindfolded. You know, things like that. It's just, these kind of fucking challenges, when someone fucking completes it, you're fucking saying it's an incredible achievement, well done to that fucking person. These kind of fucking positive moments, you know, people are fucking happy they were fucking there to witness this incredible gaming moment on a stream. They shared in the fucking experience, you know, they fucking believed in the content creator they're fucking watching, and they fucking achieved it, congratulations. But Phil is a big fucking believer that, if, you know, people will only fucking, you know, be there to be toxic towards him and all that shit. Phil, it's ridiculous. Like, whenever you achieve something in a game, almost always it's because someone's holding your piggy little hand through the fucking experience, and then you fucking get to the fucking end of it, you fucking complete the boss, and instead of it being a fucking group achievement like it actually fucking is, you'll say, I did it, I won, I beat the boss, I'm great at this game, I can't believe other people couldn't beat the boss, I beat the boss. Other people fucking had to fucking, you know, wanted to work out for themselves. They didn't want their fucking chat to handhold them for the fucking experience because they wanted to be some sort of fucking raw organic experience where it's a fucking content creator fucking experience that will not be spoiled on anything. But you're not, you know, but Phil, just fucking admit you need your handheld playing games and move the fuck on. That's all you need to fucking do.
But that's the problem. These idiots follow me around and just don't understand. That's not who I am. Don't care about you. If all you hate watchers disappeared tomorrow, I would do better off. You like
No. I'm gonna fucking say it right now. Undeniably, without a shadow of doubt, in my tiny little fucking mind, if every single fucking detractor stopped caring about DSP tomorrow, DSP would lose so much more money, so much more quickly, rapidly. He would be desperate trying to fucking fish and bait for fucking drama and attention. He relies on fucking hate watchers. He relies on detractors to keep his fucking name prominent. How do you think fucking Keemstar knows about him? How do you think fucking Moist Critical knows about him? How do you think all these other fucking prominent content creators know about him? Because we have fucking kept his name prominent for the last several fucking years. The last decade or so of fucking detracting on Phil, whatever, especially when he fucking stopped being a big fucking deal on YouTube, it has been the fucking detractors which have fucking made him, you know, somewhat noteworthy of attention because we're the fucking ones that are fucking gatekeeping. We're the ones that are fucking trying to keep this fucking idiot in check. If no single fucking detractors fucking existed and fucking talked about DSP, who in the fuck would know what's going on with DSP? They're not going to his fucking channel to watch what he's fucking said and done. No, they're going to fucking Aquatil's channel. They're going to fucking Memeology's channel. They're going to Hate Army's channel. They're going to fucking Duty's channel. They're going every fucking other source for DSP content other than fucking DSP himself. Because nobody wants to fucking go there and sift through hours of fucking garbage and bullshit. Fuck that shit. So yeah, without detractors, he would not be talked about whatsoever.
to justify your existence as if somehow you're the reason I still have any popularity. You couldn't be further from the truth. If you fuckfaces went away tomorrow, I could actually be here having fun with my audience and not have toxic stuff thrown at me constantly, and I'd actually for once be able to thrive. I'd have positivity instead of negativity. You're the reason I'm held down, not the reason I still exist. So the moment the hate watchers go away, it's like paradise. But the problem is, they're never going to go away, and we know that. I've been doing this now for long enough to realize this scumbag group will never stop being a black cloud over my head, all right? But you have to understand something. That doesn't invalidate the fact that I had fun and my viewers are having fun with this game. Just because I'm not playing the game in line with these super duper try hard ultra get good streamers, the ones who are the FromSoft aficionados who absolutely need to prove the size of their e-penises by playing this game with zero help and really just going crazy hardcore into it and earning it all for themselves. I don't care. I'm not playing Armored Core 6 for that. I never was. I wasn't even going to play the game at all. You understand? That's not who I am. That's not what this was going to be. So fuck off.
Nobody cares about your opinion besides you and your hate grouping, hate watching circle grouping Jew. Circle grouping. That's what I just said. Circle grouping. That's right. Seriously. So it's just simple. I like the game, and maybe I like it more than others because I'm actually having a positive experience with it, because we're having a great stream of it, because people are actually being nice. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying every single time that I face a boss, I want people to immediately throw all the solutions at me. And that's not even what happened with this boss, right? I had a legit amount of time trying to learn stuff, and then people started giving me advice and things based on the things I wasn't doing. It worked out pretty well, I feel. I would say a boss like that, that's supposed to be a skill check, took about an hour, 15 minutes for me to beat. That's fair. In any FromSoft game, you're going to have those kind of skill check walls, and that's perfectly fine.
You know what, I'm just going to fucking say it now, look. Phil Burnell may fucking think we're all fucking toxic as hell, but at least fucking detractors are not fucking lying about their fucking help to try and squeeze money out of their fucking audience. Phil Burnell does not have a single goddamn thing wrong with that fucking neck. You've seen the amount of times he's fucking bowled his fucking head about through. Ever since he's fucking mentioned his fucking neck, he seems to have fucking forgotten there's a problem with it. He has been lying to his audience now to try and get some sympathy pity money for some fucking fake sore neck. And it worked yesterday, and he's going to hope it works today. If it doesn't fucking work today, I guess he'll fucking drop it. But hey, if it worked yesterday, it might work today. So is the neck still sore, guys? I moved in my sleep and my neck was sore again. Please give me more money. It is fucking pathetic, Phil, watching you pretend to have a sore neck, all just to fucking try and elicit some pity donations from your dent-headed fucking following.
Right? So I'm happy with the way it went. I really enjoyed that segment. And when I'm asking for feedback, I actually got legit feedback. Sadly, the feedback had to be completely laden with disgusting negative insults and all kinds of fucked up stuff, but at least I got my feedback. So if you play this game as a try hard, get good, no help, no social experience, I just want to fucking play and prove the size of my e-dick kind of experience, the game's really hard. Okay. Fair enough. I get it. Because if I didn't have that plasma gun or whatever, I probably would have had a lot more trouble with this boss. I kind of get it. But at the same time, when you're playing a FromSoft game, aren't you used to that by now? Aren't you used to that's what you're getting into? I mean, maybe what it is maybe Elden Ring had too much of a crutch, right? Maybe with Elden Ring with the Ash summons or whatever, so many people got used to the game allowing them to pass stuff by summoning. You don't do that in this game. Wait, I have to do it by myself? Oh, fuck. I can't do it. Maybe that's what it is, all right? Someone else actually had a really interesting take, and I really like this one, all right? Listen to this. The bosses, which the game is built around, are individually built to hard counter certain build types. If people come into this like a Souls game where you can just set up your build and find a way to play the entire game with just that build, they will hit a wall at some point. And I actually will agree with you there. In fact, I think that's why the game was set up with the fact that there's checkpoints, and that whenever you reach a boss, if you die on that boss, okay, you can rebuild your mech right at that checkpoint. That's why the person had recommended, hey, just buy a plasma gun. So that way if you get to the point of the game where you need it, you have it, right? So that's tremendous. That's an interesting gameplay mechanic. Instead of it just being, well, here's your build, get to the boss, steamroll the game because your build is overpowered. Instead it's, well, try this build. Did it work? No. All right, try another build. Did it work? No. And this game should be commended because the checkpoints so far have been absolutely outstanding. And the ability to build your mech or rebuild your mech right before the boss is a great idea. So I really, I'm looking at this game and I'm really strongly trying to look for like things to criticize. And I'm like, what can I honestly criticize about the game? Well, the environments are pretty empty. They don't look real. They look like they're video game stages set up from the PS2 era. That's true. That's a valid criticism. Okay? The story. There's not much to it. It's just a bunch of comms chatter. That's not necessarily much of a story for a modern game, right? So, yeah, I will criticize a few different things about the game. But are those things that are like game breakers? No. If you're in it for challenge, if you're in it for great, fast-paced, responsive mech combat, customizability of these mechs, insane amounts of loadouts and...
Hold the fuck on. What the fuck do you mean fucking challenge? Anytime you fucking hit a goddamn wall, you fucking turn your head towards chat and they fucking tell you what to fucking do. Where's the challenge been for you, Phil? Turning your head slightly just to fucking analyse chat and their fucking helpful advice?
Variety in the way that the mechs maneuver and or play. I think this game is great, you know. But again, I went into it with zero knowledge of mech games, and now after playing 6 hours, I really like it. I'm actually very much looking forward to more of what the game will throw at me. So far, we've had invisible mechs, we've had super armor mechs, we have all these things going on. I wonder what more there can be. You know, I'm sure they're going to come up with more creative stuff the further into the game we get. So I like it. Now, as I continue to play the game, I will continue to have an interactive audience because I'm an interactive streamer. That's the deal. And if people don't like that, they have the right to choose and say, listen, I don't like it that you're an interactive streamer and that people are maybe tossing you some advice, so I'm out of here. Okay, fair enough. That's fair. Go ahead. If you're out to only find someone who's literally only playing the game out for themselves, as if they were playing in an isolation booth in their room by themselves, no interaction, no advice, nothing whatsoever, and they just want to earn every single thing possible for themselves playing the game, there's streamers out there like that. They're known as kind of the FromSoft streamers. They have notoriety for being great at these games. I don't. So why are you holding those kind of judgments against me? Why would anyone ever come to a Dark Side Phil stream expecting that DSP or DSP Gaming is going to be playing at the same level as one of those players? Are you fucking stupid? The answer is yes. If you actually have those expectations, you're a moron. And the only reason you don't like the stream is because you came into it with preconceived notions that are completely erroneous. I've been an interactive live streamer since 2017. I literally have just started to say to you guys, recently, I'm 41 years old. I'm getting to the point in my life where I'm realizing that what I want to stream and play are games that I'm going to enjoy. And I don't want to waste time with stuff that I know is something I don't like. Whether it's a bad game or a game that's a style that you know, really enjoying or finding a way to like or make good content out of. There's plenty of valid games out there that are very enjoyable that I just don't enjoy, or I just can't make enjoyable content out of, and that's fine. But I'm not going to waste my streaming time, the limited time I have with you guys every day, playing stuff that doesn't work for me. You understand? Playing a game like this and saying, everyone just shut up, zip your lips, no one ever give me any advice on it whatsoever, is ridiculous. I'm an interactive streamer for 6 years. This didn't change yesterday. It's been 6 years. Are you aware of this yet? Or have you just sat there with your fingers in your ear, which is what you do, because you sit there with your little hate-watching group like a bunch of fucking morons, and you just talk to each other instead of looking at reality. Here's reality. For 6 years, I've been an interactive streamer with support, with help in the games I play. I'm successful at it. I run a whole business doing it. People love the content so much, they support it, and I curate content specifically for that audience, as big or as small as it is. I don't...
It's amazing how one fucking successful streaming day where he got to wear a fucking vest changes his entire fucking mentality. He went from being, I'm fucking worried, guys, we've not had a fucking good stream for a while, apart from the fucking marathon. I'm very worried about contributions. We've not been able to fucking wear a hat in so long, not been able to wear a vest in so fucking long. And one stream later, if I'm getting a fucking vest on, he's like, guys, I'm so fucking successful. I'm a really successful fucking businessman. I know what I'm fucking doing. The guy is fucking delusional as all fucking hell. He's one fucking bad stream away again from fucking being, guys, I'm worried. Guys, I'm concerned. Come on, guys. It's almost the end of the month, guys. Please make sure you fucking contribute.
Need fucking hate watchers to come by and make demands on my playthroughs. So if you don't like the way I'm playing Armored Core 6, fuck off and don't come back, because I don't need you here. I have plenty of positive people who like to come and watch my content. Do you understand? So, after getting this feedback on Armored Core 6, I guess I kind of get it, all right? And here's the thing. Knowing that this was a FromSoft game, I think maybe that's another major reason why I kind of know what it is and what to expect, and that there will be difficulty checks and things going on in the game, right? That will hold me up. But as long as I push forward positively, I don't give up, and I persevere, and yes, every once in a while, I get a little bit of advice from my viewers, I think that this will be a fine playthrough, okay? So I get it. It's not that Baltius was a complete world-ending difficult boss, it's that this was the point of the game where you needed to have some knowledge in order to really tackle the boss. You couldn't steamroll the boss with your particular build that you built up and love. You had to have something to negate the plasma. You had to know what was going to stagger that boss fast.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Mastodon Pizza Slicer for a super chat. I cannot make Phil dance right now. He's fucking, it won't let me make him dance. It's very weird. But yeah, thank you Mastodon Pizza Slicer for a super chat. It says, money buff so damn strong. Not only does it cure pinched nerves, it gives them the power to stick it to that rolls. Pretty fucking much, yeah. I mean, guys, you watched Phil at the start. Phil demonstrated him moving his head slightly forward as fucking really increasing the fucking pain and him feeling the fucking pain. Since then, he seems to have forgotten this fucking ailment of his, and he's been fucking moving his head like fucking crazy. Like it's a fucking bobblehead doll. And we've seen no signs of irritation. No signs of him wincing in pain. No signs of him forgetting, oh mate, my neck. No, it's been perfectly fucking fine. He's been fucking moving that neck all over the goddamn fucking place. No hindrance whatsoever. So, yeah, I'm calling shenanigans here. Phil was pretending his fucking neck sore in order to fucking try and elicit some pity money from his dent-headed fucking following because it worked yesterday, and he's hoping it worked today as well. What a fucking cunt.
Up in love, you had to have something to negate the plasma. You had to know what was going to stagger that boss fast. You definitely need to be able to follow the boss around quickly because he zooms all over the screen. Now I get it, okay? So I'm okay with that, and now I'm glad I got the feedback I did. It's just a shame that people can't speak respectfully to others on the internet about it. Because the thing is, remember, respect begets respect. If people were respectful,
when you fucking respect anyone, Phil. By the way, you've been mocking the chat for the longest fucking time. I'm taking mock chat as a fucking bingo. So yeah, strong card so far. Quite a strong card, and hopefully we can get a full house. But Phil, when the fuck do you give anyone else fucking respect?
to me, I'd be respectful back to them. That person who left that very intelligent comment about not being able to steamroll with one build, thank you so much. That was a really nice comment, and it actually completely explained the situation, and I get it. But to everyone who had to say something nasty and disgusting, fuck off, you're a bunch of losers. So there you go. All right, so that's what I think so far. Armored Core 6, I really like it. The more I play it, the more I like. The more builds we're trying and more things we're doing. It's just a good game. Story's lacking, and environments are not that good. But outside of that, I like the combat, and that's what the game is based on. I like the challenge, and I like the interactivity we're having during it. Had a great time with it yesterday. Okay? Now, I do want to say, yesterday was a very supportive stream of Armored Core 6. I know they're not going to all be like that, but I really appreciate those of you who did support yesterday's stream. That was really nice of you. Thank you for that. Okay? Fair enough. All right, so that's that topic. Let's talk about the schedule. Let's then move into game news, because I want to talk about this PSN pricing thing that everyone's a buzz about, and then we'll do some shout-outs and the like, okay? So, first things first, the schedule. Today, end game of Grand Theft Auto 5, the anniversary run. We are in the home stretch now. We've got about 10 or 11 story missions left, and there will be like 1 or 2 major side quests that will probably pop up near the end of the game here that we'll be checking out, and that's it. So we're very much near the end now.
And if there's anything else meaningful that maybe I skipped you guys would like to see, especially something maybe I didn't do in my first run, now would be the time to speak up. It's looking like between today and probably one more late night stream coming up, probably this Sunday night, I will probably complete Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay? So it's definitely the last hurrah for the game. And for those who've enjoyed this playthrough over the summer, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, thanks for the engagement, because originally this was actually the most watched and engaged playthrough I had done in a while. Today essentially will be the last major stream of it. It'd be a great time if you want to support the playthrough in some way, because it's my last day of the month as well. Just throwing that out there. Okay? Alright, on the late stream tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is Street Fighter 6 ranked matches with E Honda. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit apprehensive about tonight, alright? Last time around when I tried to do this, man, it was rough going. At this point, at this level with E Honda, almost everyone I face basically knows how to stop E Honda. You understand? Like, they've learned the basic, they never get thrown, they always know how to neutral jump out of everything for a giant punish combo, and then they lock you in the corner, and Honda just doesn't have the options to get out. To give you some perspective here, last night, I was watching the top ranked E Honda in the world. His name is Storm Kubo, okay? This guy is really good. He did the craziest shit. All right, he was in the corner against a Kimberly. The Kimberly was coming at him. He counter hits the Kimberly. He somehow does a juggle. I've never even seen this juggle before. He juggles her with a side switch with Honda. How even? I was rewatching. I was like, what the? He side switched her in the middle of the combo to push her into the corner. How did he even? I didn't know you could do that. And I was like, there's no way I'm even gonna try to learn that yet. Like, that's like crazy advanced shit. But it blew my mind when I saw it. He's using these crazy hit confirms. He does overhead. And he times the overhead perfectly into a low jab, and if the jab hits, he drive rush hit confirms into a low medium punch.
Nah, 2 times. Street Fighter Talk, 2 times speed. 2 times speed to get through Street Fighter Talk.
Into a full combo. And I was like, that's gotta be like big practice to get that time. I'll try it tonight. I doubt I'm gonna hit it once, you know. He essentially knows the ideal thing to do in every situation. The one thing that all the top Hondas do that I don't is use the 100 hands. Whenever they get a chance, they do that sumo spirit, and then whenever they get a combo, rather than finishing it with the standard lift and then butt splash, they all do the 100 hands, which then results in a juggle, into a headbutt, and then sometimes you can cancel it into super, so it's all a lot more damage if you have the Sumo Spirit charge. So that's something I'm gonna have to get used to. Whenever I get a hard grounding of my enemy, I gotta use Sumo Spirit and remember that I have a charge to use it in a combo, okay? Outside of that though, I'll be honest, watching even Storm Kubo, the best Honda right now in the world, that character gets shut down by the top tiers. You know, he gets in the corner against the Ken, and he can't do anything. He just gets bodied by the mix-up throw. It was sad, I was watching him play Daigo. Now Daigo is pretty much exclusively a Ken player, okay? On the matches where Storm Kubo beats Daigo, he is literally working his fucking ass off. He is looking for the little opening, the little hit here or there. He's trying to bait a move so he can counter hit it. And the thing is, when Storm Kubo hits Daigo, it's usually a hit, like he got him with a headbutt. So the headbutt's counter hit, and it does about a big chunk of damage, and it knocks Ken back to the corner, but it knocks him away from Honda. So even though Honda got a hit in, he didn't necessarily get to capitalize. Every single time that Daigo touches Storm Kubo, it results in a giant combo. It doesn't even matter if it's a jab mash, if it's a standing fierce, if it's a low medium, it doesn't matter what normal it is, it doesn't matter where on the screen it is. Every single time Daigo hits Storm Kubo's Honda, it results in like a 40% damage combo. If you don't tell me that Ken is top tier or overpowered in this game, you're just a fucking idiot. I mean, that character is just, every time I hit you, I get rewarded like I was some fucking amazing counter hit. It's not, you're just fishing for hits. You get one random hit, you get a giant reward. It's ridiculous. So that's the thing. Honda gets his hit, he gets a tiny bit of damage. Okay, now I gotta try to get back to an advantageous position because I knocked you away with my headbutt. Ken gets a hit, ginormous damage, and now you're in an advantageous position to keep going with your attack. It's ridiculous. So, you know, I watched the set, and Storm Kubo did his best, but he could not hang with Daigo's Ken, and it was nothing to do with being outplayed. I'll tell you right now, it was the character build that beat Storm Kubo. He's trying so hard, it's like, you can't win. That Ken is fucking bullshit. And that's the thing, I feel like that, at beginning the top level play, people are just doing pattern Ken, everything's safe, you're fucked. You have to guess to get a hit in, and that's not good. So that's why I'm dreading playing with Honda tonight, because everyone who I'm playing against now in these higher diamond ranks are all picking top tiers, playing a pattern. And the pattern works online, you can't react when they have an opening, you try, and the move doesn't come out, or it's delayed, and you get that one hit in. Wow, I got my one hit for like 20% damage, now I gotta wait for an opening while they just rush me down for the next 25 seconds, right? It's pretty annoying. Also, by the way, fireballs completely shut out Honda. There was one fight, I shit you not, Storm Kubo parried like 30 straight fireballs from Daigo. And Daigo was like, I don't care, I'll just keep throwing fireballs. You can't ever reach me. So he did. And I was like, so these are the top players. Just showing everything I've said. Sadly in this game, certain characters just can't get around fireballs, and Honda's one of them. Even if you watch 40 parries every fireball, he still doesn't have advantage. He's still at a disadvantage. He can never get it on Ken. So it's just kind of sad. I don't know. I feel like playing with Honda, I'll keep grinding away, which is what I'm gonna have to do. But I don't think I'm gonna do as well with Honda tonight like I did with Blanca 2 nights ago. Where Blanca, I got like 80-something% win rate. I was getting crazy win streaks. I was doing real. I don't think that Honda's that good. There's a couple strategies I'll use. For example, scanning medium punch is just super good. So even just touching it mid-screen and getting a counter hit or a trade is good. All right. So I'll go for that a lot. I may go for a few things with see if I get overhead into that combo that he had done. And I am going to try, if I remember, I'm going to try to be charging Sumo Spirit so that I can do more extended combos. Not that it's that much more damage, but just a little bit more damage here and there. You can definitely pan out. Where it really pans out is the corner. You get them in the corner, you're juggling the shit out of them. They can't get out of the corner. You can combo into level 3 all the time if you have the Sumo Spirit charge. But outside of that, I'm nervous about tonight. I really am. I'm genuinely nervous that I'm going to probably get spanked a lot. And I want to keep leveling and I want to get better at the game, but I don't know if Honda's the character to really do it with. Seems like Honda's just not going to be a top tier character and he can't really hang. So I'll do my best tonight. I'm not promising anything, especially my shoulder is killing me. I hope that feels better by then, and I hope that we can, do better together and level him up. He's at 4-star diamond right now. Can I get 5-star diamond tonight? I don't know. Last time I only gained like 400 ranking points the entire 2 hours.
It's like he just fucking remember he's got a fucking physical ailment. He just fucking remembered all of a sudden, oh wait a second, I'm meant to be in pain. I'm meant to be in tremendous pain and I'm fucking toughing through. So I just hold my shoulder for a while just to fucking make sure people are aware that I've been using this as a fucking excuse to try and get some money from people. Jesus, man. Also, Phil did say that being said. Let me take all that being said, and there we go. We are 6 away from a full house. Quite a strong card, although we're getting to the business end of things now, where it might be harder to get all the other things, you know, all being done. But yeah, strong game so far, strong card.
You're going to be a top tier character and you can't really hang, so I'll do my best tonight. I'm not promising anything, especially my shoulder is killing me. I hope that feels better by then, and I hope that we can, you know, do better together and level him up. He's at 4-star diamond right now. Can I get the 5-star diamond tonight? I don't know. Last time I only gained like 400 ranking points the entire 2 hours. So I guess we'll see how it goes tonight and go from there, okay? Tomorrow I'm off. No streaming tomorrow, all right? If you happen to watch any of my content, I would hope you can engage with it by liking the videos if you enjoy them and leaving comments about what you see. Even if you simply leave a comment like, I just want to, you know, leave this comment for the engagement on YouTube because I like this video. Perfect. That would help a lot, okay? When I come back on Friday, indeed, it is the premiere of Starfield. On the first stream. I'm very excited to see what Starfield will be. You know, keep in mind this will be my major game focus for the next couple of weeks at least. So, by the way, the layout also will be different. I'll be redesigning the layout for the month of September. So it'll be a completely different configuration here than what you've seen previous. And, you know, we'll have a fun time exploring Starfield on that first premiere stream. I anticipate we'll probably have a lot of people coming to the stream to check out this game for the very first time. So we'll see how it goes premiere day. Friday night will be Friday Night Fights. Street Fighter again, and probably I'll go back to Blanca, who's at the 4-star diamond level, but climbing fast and almost at 5-star diamond. We'll see if we can give him the 5-star diamond and beyond Friday night. Then Saturday will be more Starfield paired with Chrono Trigger on the late stream. Saturday will be DSP versus the Internet, which is my weekly internet clip react show on DSP Reacts. And then Saturday night will be probably the final stream of GTA 5. I'm thinking after today's stream, we probably will just need a little bit more gameplay to wrap it up, and we can probably do that Sunday night. Monday will probably be Armored Core 6 and Street Fighter. Tuesday will probably be Starfield and Chrono Trigger. And then Wednesday's kind of up in the air. We can either do more Starfield or more Armored Core, depending on what you guys want. And even the night stream, we can do more Street Fighter or whatever. It's kind of up in the air. We'll see what you guys want, okay? So that's roughly the next streaming week, just so you guys know. I don't know if we're going to do any kind of a special event this month. Right now, we've been talking about it coming up in September, what I should do. One idea is a fun retro marathon where maybe I play an entirety of a game like Super Mario Bros. 3, or maybe I do a marathon of like classic Mega Man games or something like that. Another idea might be a long-form react event, like reacting to another documentary or something from like June the King. Or we don't have to do one at all. We could just do all new games this month and not have to worry about any kind of a special event or marathon. I can tell you this. October's going to have the Halloween event. November's going to have the return of the Adpocalypse event, so Adpocalypse 2.0. And then December's going to have the Christmas event. So we're guaranteed to have 3 special events, October, November, December. But we don't have to do one in September. I'll leave it open. Let's talk about it and see exactly what you guys want. And we'll go from there. Okay? All right. So ladies and gents, that's the schedule. Now, it's time for us to get right into the news. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. So, we have one important gaming news story today. And then we have one not so important gaming news story. Let's do the not so important story first. The not so important story, but it is a story for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to report that the Suikoden, or is it Suikoden? I still don't know how to pronounce it. But the collection of Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remakes has been delayed. Originally, the goal was to have this collection released in 2023, but the game developer has come out and sadly said, sorry, it can't be this year. We're doing our best, but we really want these games to be good. We don't want them to just be rushed out ports. That's why we're doing all this new. They really, if you didn't see they are doing a ton of significant improvements, making the games widescreen, remixed music, HD visuals. It's still going to look retro, but it's going to be a big upgrade compared to the original, okay? So they delayed the collection. For most people, that's not a big deal. For me, it is because I love those games. I played those games on the PS1. They were super epic RPGs to me. I love both of them because this is the game where you collect like 108 characters and there's all these cool, meaningful side quests and all this fun content. And I was very much looking forward to sharing that with you. And now it's not coming out this year. It is what it is. I would much rather have them delay it and have it be great when it releases. So sorry to hear that the Suikoden 1 and 2 collections are being delayed, but I guess it is what it is, okay? Now, the other big news story that just hit this morning, all right? Sony is increasing the prices of all of its PlayStation Plus subscriptions. But these are not minor price increases, okay? These are majorly huge price increases. Are you ready for this? PlayStation Plus Essential, all right? Which is just being able to play games online and every month getting like 2 or 3 free games. That's it. No other features. That's it. The base internet use, the base online play for Sony games is being increased from $59.99 a year, that's $60 a year, to $79.99 a year. $80. That's a $20 price increase for exactly the same service that you get right now. The PlayStation Plus Extra, all right, is going up to $134.99. Now, was it not $120 before, or was it, no, was it $110? I can't remember what the price point of the Extra was. I've forgotten off the top of my head, and that's my fault because I forgot. But I believe across the board, it's going to be at least a $20 increase, if not more. It was $99.99 for Extra, says my ruin. Okay, so this is a $35 increase a year, an increase of 1/3, 33% cost increase. And then for PlayStation Plus Premium, it is now $159.99 a year. All right, so isn't that like a $40 increase or something like that? So if you look at these price increases, right? These are large. These are not, okay, $1. These are like, that's significant price increase. I mean, I'm lucky because, as you guys know, I just converted from Xbox to PlayStation 5 when it comes to fighting games. I've been playing the Xbox version of Street Fighter 6 for 2 months, and then in the last month I shifted over to PS5, and I've been trying to learn how to play on this newer joystick right here, and I've been trying to get my ranks back up to where they were, and they are. I'm almost at Master with...
Hold on, Phil. Hold on. How can he have the strength for his shoulder as bad as it is to fucking pick up that hefty joystick? It's amazing how all of a sudden he's able to pick it up without any pain whatsoever. Keep an eye on his face here. No sign of pain or suffering whatsoever.
This newer joystick right here, and I've been trying to get my ranks back up to where they were, and they are. I'm almost at Master with both Blanca and Honda again, which is good, okay? But I locked it in. I did the $59.99 for the year. Thank God I did, because these are the prices that are...
Hold on, Steve Ed is derailing this stream. Hold on. Steve is saying spoilers from a video about his back, but fuck it, play this for 30 seconds. And, okay, so to get to that, I can't click it in OBS, because then I'll screw up my chat. And so shut me for a second, and there we go, and then click it on here.
And I know for a fact that more than likely, with the kind of person that I am, with the history that I am, that I tend to sometimes get addicted to certain things, that if I were to start taking painkillers, I may become dependent on them. Now I can't even start my day until I have my painkiller today, right? I gotta pop the pills. And I don't want that life. I don't want to become a zombie. I don't want to become a slave to it and then become where the whole life is about it, right? So I do self-medicate. When I do have some pain in my back, I have a drink or two to numb it a little bit. And I try not to go overboard with any kind of self-medication that I do. No, I don't smoke marijuana, and I've already said this before, and I've said it again, I never will, because I hate smoking. I hate the feeling of smoke in my lungs.
So he's trying to claim he drinks alcohol for fucking medicinal purposes. Get me? Where's the fucking gin? My back's got a twinge in it. Oh, sore neck, bust out the fucking tequila. He self-medicate with alcohol. What a fucking luncheon. Oh look, it's our bingo. Anyway. Bingo section going on there. So cheers for that, Steve, I appreciate it. So again, there's a wee spoiler for Steve's future video. But there's Phil talking about how he enjoys a wee drink of alcohol to soothe the pain.
They're going to affect September 1st. Yes, I just said it. September 1st. So if you don't renew your PlayStation Plus today or tomorrow, you have to pay way more money if you wait 3 days. And they just announced this morning, giving everyone less than 2 days to renew their subscriptions if they want the cheaper prices. It's pretty messed up. All right? Now you might say, well, wait a minute. Well, why did they do that? Well, Sony spends it. Oh, the ongoing cost of inflation and infrastructure and blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. It's bullshit. Their infrastructure.
Now, hold on, though, Phil. Remember when Phil used to have his fucking goal for tips at $100. He then went from $100 to $150 per stream, and he blamed that shit on inflation. Everything costs more. I need to put my prices up for fucking tip rewards so I can try and get some more money. So it's perfectly fine for Phil to fucking use inflation as a fucking reason for a fucking bumping up his tips goal. But when the rest of the fucking world increase their fucking prices due to inflation, no. Phil says bullshit.
Structure's already in place. The system already existed. They're not putting out any extra features or content. If they were saying, we're taking in this additional cost, but now we're adding new features, that would make sense. We need money to finance the features. They're literally giving you nothing extra, but they're charging you extra for it. They feel the market will bear more cost for the same. All Sony is saying is very simple. We want more of your money for nothing. That's literally...
Remind you of anyone?
Literally what they are saying. Yeah. It's fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. I can't justify at all any reason for them to raise the prices whatsoever. There's just no justification for it. So, responses all over the internet are, can't believe they just launched a year ago, and now they think they can raise the price by over 1/3 for zero added benefit. Some people are like, they didn't even convince people to become subscribers in the last year because Game Pass is so much better, and now they think that they're going to charge this much more. A lot of people saying, I'm just going to downgrade down to the Essential because the Essential already is too expensive, so I'm definitely not paying extra for the other packages. And I guess it definitely wasn't good timing when they also decided to announce the free PS Essential games for September at the same time. So here they are. You ready? These are the great, amazing games you get for free for being a subscriber to PlayStation Plus. You ready? Saints Row 2022, which we all know was such a great hit, right? Black Desert Travelers Edition, and Generation Zero. Wow! That's what I get for even more money? A game no one played because it's a piece of dog shit, and 2 games no one cares about? Great. Sounds great. So anyway, I think you see the point. Sony, I have to say, I've been saying it more and more this console gen. It really seems to me
that Sony has lost their touch. Here's the problem, all right? And this is what I've seen, is that whenever one of these console companies wins a generation, they then tend to lose their way the next console generation. So PlayStation 2 absolutely dominates the 2000s, correct? So the next console gen comes around, Xbox 360 comes out, better online stuff, achievements, tons of social features, great voice chat, all these things. Sony's way lagging behind. They've got to try to copy Xbox to catch up, and it takes them the entire console generation to catch up with Xbox 360. But now, because they were behind that gen, the next gen, they're ahead. PS4. Oh my god, it's the best console. Xbox One comes out, it's terrible. It's got stupid Connect with it. They lost their way with all their features. So now PS4 is dominant. But what happens is, Sony gets complacent, they get full of themselves, they come out this console gen, and of course they're the market share leader, because everyone bought PS5 after the popularity of PS4. Problem being, I really feel like they're lagging behind. Xbox comes out of the gates running with Xbox Game Pass, giving you guys free games on release day as long as you have the subscription-based service. Big games, too. We're not just talking little crappy ones, but really big games. A bunch of good indie games. Great features. I love Game Pass. You guys know that. I got tons of value out of Game Pass over this year. There was entire months this year where I never played a game on Game Pass. But if you actually look at the games I did play, I saved way more money keeping my Game Pass subscription than I would have if I didn't. You see? So, to me, Game Pass is still the best value in gaming, right? Xbox is doing a lot of things right, while Sony is kind of dropping the ball. And I hate to say it, but here's why on earth. Already when I tried PlayStation Plus Premium last year, we tried it for 1 month, correct? And we tried all the games on there. We played some of the retro games. We tried the cloud streaming. We tried everything. Like, it's decent, but is it really worth $120 a month? No. In my opinion, it was not. Only if you were going to constantly be maintaining and playing those retro games that were in there, and only if they were going to maintain that retro games catalog, which they did not. They literally had, here's our games. They added like 2 more, and then they removed games and added nothing new. So why would you be paying $160 a month for zero value unless you're just a Sony fanboy? I really can't even justify a reason to have that high level plan anymore. And now you're telling me across the board you're raising prices $20 to $40 a year, and you're adding no added value to it whatsoever. Now, let's be fair here. All right? Xbox did recently raise their own prices as well on Game Pass for like $3 a month. All right? So if you are a month-to-month subscriber of Xbox, you're also paying a little bit of extra money. But keep in mind, in my opinion, Game Pass is the best gamer value right now. I will not be paying full price for Starfield. I will not be paying a penny for Lies of P. Okay? There's a ton of Game Pass games coming out in the next several months I won't be paying $1 for. I'll just pay for my Game Pass subscription. What is it, like $18 a month now, something like that? And I get all those games. What a value, right? So it just doesn't make sense what Sony is doing. How do you think you're going to justify those price increases? And the answer is they're not going to. They don't care. They now feel they're kind of becoming Nintendo in a way, which is a very bad thing. They almost feel like they're immune to any kind of criticism or any kind of valid comparison. To them, they're in charge. They're large and in charge. Oh, Microsoft wants to buy Activision Blizzard, much like we've bought out companies before. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. Let's cause a big hoopla in the industry for 2 years to hold up that process. By the way, we'll just do whatever we want and keep buying companies. No one can stop us, right? What? Again, Nintendo feels like they can do no wrong. Anything we do, we have a rabid fan base of fans who will spend money. I mean, we could crap in a box and paint it gold and sell it for $100, and we call it the Nintendo E-turd, and our fans would buy it because they're that stupid and gullible. That's how Nintendo acts, at least. I don't know if that's actually what they feel. They certainly act like that. You know that fucking Switch OLED? What a fucking joke and slap in the face that was, and all the Nintendo fanboys still bought it. So when Nintendo acts like that, and they're proving that this is how you can behave, and people will keep funding that behavior, Sony seems to be following suit. All right, guess what? Increased prices. What are you giving us for that increase in price? Nothing. Nothing. Just deal with it, or don't play on Sony consoles. Wow. Okay, well, geez. It's kind of a harsh thing, but I mean, it's essentially what they're doing here. They've literally not even tried to convince you to spend the more money. All right, anyway, guys, that is it for our gaming news segment for today. Be wary. In 2 days, all of your pricing is going to go up if you don't change, your auto renewals will auto renew now for more money. Which, by the way, that's another thing I have to say, okay? Let's say you're someone who subscribed to one of these ongoing subscription services for $60 a month. What legal right does that company have to auto-renew that for more money the next year? Did you agree to the contract for that much money? No, you didn't. You agreed to $59.99 a year. So what makes them think in a year's time they can auto-renew for $79.99? That's actually illegal. Did you know that? It actually is against the law to have an auto-renewing contract. In other countries, they don't even allow them. That's why, like, if you live in other countries, you can't have an auto-renewing subscription here on YouTube. They don't even allow it. You have to manually renew memberships every month on YouTube because they look against it. They think that's fraud. You see? So, essentially, if they auto-bill you, let's say you had a subscription for PS Plus Essential, $59.99, but it auto-renews in September. If they charge you $79.99 and you didn't sign a new contract for it, they broke the law. They can't do that. There's no way, they have no legal right to do that at all. And they do this all the time. They do. It's fucked up. They have to run price changes by you and they don't. Anyway, it is what it is. These big companies push us around and I guess we just all gotta accept it, right? Okay. Let's get the shout-outs. We start off today with Polymetal CX30, who did a $10 super chat. So what's your take? I feel Franklin's story is the most lacking of the three of the GTA 5 protagonists. His story centers around Trevor's and Michael's old robbery and how they need to recover from it. No, I would say Franklin's story revolves around him just being a yes man. And what I mean by that, as we've been saying over the course of the game, is that he essentially just doesn't know how to say no to anyone. Whether it's his friends, his family, people he just fucking randomly runs into, okay, who then kind of become his heist buddies or whatever. I mean, hell, we just played the mission, his fucking ex-girlfriend, who is engaged to someone else, who outright told him throughout the entirety of the game, I'm not ever going to be with you ever again, I don't want that life, comes and asks him for a favor, and he immediately does it.
By the way, if anyone's played GTA Online, they'll know Franklin ends up marrying that bitch.
That's his plot. His plot is him trying to learn to be his own person, rather than the person everyone else bosses around. It's pretty basic of a plot, but at least it's a plot that makes sense, and there is definitely development of that character over the course of the game. I actually think today we're going to see a major point of that. So, there you go. Snow Carl, re-upped the membership for 15 months. Is a Phil of your new fashion style very mature. Thank you. My nose itches. True Wiz became a channel member this morning. That's our first new membership of the day. My goal for today is to try to hit 530 members by the end of the day. What I'm hoping is that will insulate us for my day off. So when I come back on Friday, we still stay over 100, or 500, excuse me. So please consider becoming a member today, or if you were thinking of gifting some memberships to the channel, today would be a great day to do it to help me for month end, but also to keep those numbers up so that when we come back, we're above 500 on Friday. Okay, thanks for that in advance. Okay, on the tip side of things, someone tipped me $1.03, says, one question for you. Listen to this. Every streamer is playing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre right now. I come to find out you're not. May I ask why? First of all, I find it very difficult to believe that every single streamer is playing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre right now. That definitely feels like a gross exaggeration. It just may be that there are particularly some popular streamers out there that are playing it. So the first thing I'm going to say to you, and of course I have no evidence of this, but this is going to be based on just common knowledge and experience, they're probably being paid to play the game. If all of a sudden every big streamer just happens to be playing exactly the same game at exactly the same time, it's probably because they were all offered a lucrative contract to stream that game a certain amount of streams to give it paid promotion. It's pretty easy to figure that out, okay? Now, in regards to me and my situation, okay? Number one, I already had set games that I was interested in this month, and I asked people what games they'd be interested in, and people told me they would want to see me play Armored Core 6. Someone even donated it. That's why we're playing it right now. If I hadn't played Armored Core 6, there might have been a chance that I would have checked out the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. But there's another reason I'm not too excited. It's an asymmetric survival horror game, like Friday the 13th, like Dragon Ball The Breakers, like the Ghost.
Thank you very much, guys. You've liked the stream enough, so we've got a free space. 100 likes on this very bingo stream. You guys are fucking nuts. And because of that, as well as earning a free space, you've earned this amazing Bubbles animation made by the excellently talented Pixar Animations. Enjoy.
Oh, yo, that smells really, really good. I love it.
Still nasty, still hilarious.
Busters game last year, like the Evil Dead game last year, like, should I keep going? Because there's probably another 10 I can mention. All spawning back to Dead by Daylight, which is still a prominent game, which is still a game that people ask me to play from time to time. In fact, I think...
Okay, first of all, Steve Aredes says, to celebrate, here's another hidden gem. And so he clip he's found. Before that, though, Heather's reminding everyone here, by the way, the person playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre has 17,000 viewers. When was the last time Phil ever had that many viewers? Oh, right. Never. Well, how many viewers did Side Scrollers max out at for interview? Was it several thousand? I don't know how many thousands it was. But the last time Phil was involved in a stream that large, it might have been not... Well, definitely wasn't his fucking stream anymore, I'll tell you that much. It probably was someone else's stream. So yeah, I don't think Phil's ever been involved though in that kind of stream, that kind of fucking numbers. So yeah, hold on, let me try and find Steve's clip here, and to do that I need to, if I can like leave that page, go here, clip here, shut myself up on my own stream, find Steve's comment and click on it here.
Few hours, I'm not sure how much, depends on how much fun I'm having, it depends on how tired I get, depends on if I have a few drinks, because typically at night, for those of you who don't know, I have a back injury, and at night it can be hard to sleep because of that. So what I do, maybe every once in a while I have a drink or two, and it actually loosens up my back muscles and allows me to, you know, chill out a little bit more. People who have watched my late night fight streams, pretty much you know what I'm like when I do that.
Remember.
So I'm actually thinking about maybe doing an hour or two of gameplay, and then after that maybe having a drink or two and still play on stream.
Remember, this guy is claimed to be a former alcoholic. This video was 10 years ago. His confrontation with fucking Mike Watson and Jaha was like more than that. God damn it, Steve's finding all these old gems of Paul's saying he has a wee drink to fucking help medicate his bad back. Ack. But yeah, fuck me, Steve. That's another good clip from Steve, and yeah. I'm sure Steve's fucking not going crazy at all, finding all these fucking old gems or clips of Paul saying he fucking drinks just to fucking ease the pain that he's going through. What about our fucking pain of fucking having to endure you? I don't have alcohol in hand.
Every Halloween, is it not, that people say, hey, will you try Dead by Daylight again? Right? And, you know, so there you go. And that's what I'm saying, like, I already have played asymmetric horror games. I like them, by the way. Dead by Daylight, I actually really enjoy. But again, if I'm going to play an asymmetric horror game, I'll probably play the original and best, the one that everyone still talks about and wants me to play. They ask me every year to play it. All right? Now, it just so happens, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a Game Pass game. Okay? So, I'm already booked with a bunch of stuff. But if time freed up, and people wanted to see me at least give it a shot because it's on Game Pass, maybe I would. But I guarantee you, this is one of those games, just like every asymmetric horror game besides Dead by Daylight, this is a game that will have popularity for about a month, and then a bunch of new games will come out, everyone will move on and pretend like the game never existed. That's literally happened with every one of them. Evil Dead, The Breakers, they all just, they die within a month. Because that's what they are. They're flash in the pan, memeable games to laugh at for like a day. You watch some big streamer play it, ha ha ha, and you play it once yourself, ha ha ha. And now you're on to play another big game that means a lot more. So, I guarantee you that by the time I would get around to having time to play it, no one's going to care about it anymore. But, you know, it's not a, oh, I'll never play it at all. It's, if there's time, and I guarantee there probably won't be time. So we'll see what happens. Okay? All right. I received a $1 tip from Snow Carl. I know you love Street Fighter. Do you think streams are too fighting game focused recently? No. Over the summer, there wasn't much else going on besides RPGs. So it was either RPGs or Street Fighter. All right? I played a lot of the RPGs. Everyone complained. I played a lot of Street Fighter. A few people complained. Fighting games are part of my core, who I am as a gamer. They always will be. The fact that this is the first competitive game that I've gotten into in over 10 years, it means something. If you don't like it, it's fine. It's not all I'm doing. I mean, take a look. At this point, I'm only playing it 2-3 times a week and only late night streams. If you think that's too much, well, I can't help you.
God damn it, I need to rewind because I have a feeling that Phil might have said tired when reading that message out. Let me check.
From Snow Carl. I know you love Street Fighter. Do you think streams are too fighting game focused recently? No.
Okay, I didn't even say anything closely related to it. My bad.
I get it's fine. It's not all I'm doing. I mean, take a look. At this point, I'm only playing it 2-3 times a week and only late night streams. If you think that's too much, well, I can't help you. You know, you probably should watch one of my many, many other streams that aren't fighting games. Okay. I received a $1 tip from Snow Carl. I have a suggestion that I'd love and would create an incentive for me to tip more often. Reinstate a weekly, monthly leaderboard. Read them out every stream. Put them in the description of the video. It would create sense of accomplishment and value. What does that even mean? So what you want me to do is actively track the top contributors weekly and monthly so that my haters who already stalk my contributors could more easily figure out who the top contributors are to stalk them online.
I love how it fucking turned into some sort of fucking evil detractor thing. I was going to say that fucking stream elements could fucking track a shit for him, but I forgot they banned his ass.
No. Okay. Good. That's what we got for shoutouts today. We have a little bit of extra time. So if you guys have any questions you'd like to toss my way here, let's get them going. We got a few more extra minutes before we jump into GTA 5. So, what do you think? Oh, by the way, I have something I've been wanting to bring up in regards to what we literally just mentioned, okay? For a while, and I keep forgetting. And this is the perfect transition. So I have a fan and a viewer, all right, who has some helpful advice. Okay, you ready for this?
Did Phil actually say Q&A? Or did he just fucking insinuate it was time for that, by the way? I don't think he actually said it, so I can't take it.
I'm going to read it word for word. Helpful advice for people who are fans of my content and want to protect themselves online. Okay? I'm just going to read this. Dear Phil, this might be out of left field, but hear me out. As a donating viewer, I've been worrying a little bit about detractors trying to maybe dox and harass me. Recently, I found a way to prevent this kind of harassment. I figured that you could share it with your fans to help keep them safe.
What? What? Jesus. Go on, Phil. Please elaborate on what this fucking denthead told you how to fucking keep other dentheads safe.
Okay? Detractors are using websites, like places such as Been Verified or Spokio, I've never even heard of that one, Spokio, to dox viewers. This is not a secret. However, all these websites have a free and easy opt-out page. It took me all of 2 minutes to get taken off of these websites entirely. I don't have to worry that people will maybe find public information like my address or phone number on there now. You can also Google search for something like Been Verified opt-out or Spokio opt-out, and it will bring up links. And basically they gave links. I'm not going to say the links, but it looks like BeenVerified.com, app opt-out search or something, and then Spokio opt-out. So basically, this is how you can get information that essentially is public. You know, your name, your address, and your phone number, all which is probably on the internet publicly somewhere. It stops getting it listed in a central place, you see? So, it says, I'll keep this brief. We all know these people harass your fans. They're trying to hurt you financially, and they're trying to aggrandize themselves in the process. People may have peace of mind to maybe contribute again if they know that they can't have their information easily found. Could be worth spreading around so people don't have to be afraid. So that's all I'm going to say. Now, it's very simple. I don't know that much about it, okay? I don't.
And yet you fucking publicly talk about it like you're some sort of fucking authority. You didn't do any research whatsoever yourself into what the fuck it is, but you're fucking reading it out because someone told you about it and you thought, well, great, I might be able to get some more money from Deadheads because of this.
I don't know to what extent, you know, scumbags on the internet could be using to try to maybe they do use those businesses to try to get information about people. Maybe they don't. I really don't know. All right, but in general, if this is true, I would say definitely go opt out. Put your stuff there. Say, hey, I don't want you listing my shit. So if you list it legally, I'm telling you not to. And then maybe they won't do it. I don't know. Again, I don't know how it works, right? But I hate to say it, sadly, people just don't understand how unsafe the internet is. They don't. They'll go to places like Facebook, Instagram, you know, TikTok, and they'll start using their real name. They'll start talking about where they live. They'll actually do video of places they've been and places they hang out. They start posting up pictures of their friends and family members. Where they work. That's a big one. Where you work. Why would you post up where you work? I don't know. That's supposed to be private shit. And people just post everything up on the internet. Oh, it's a safe space. No one would ever care about me. No, it's the opposite. When you put all that information on the internet.
Hold on. I think Phil just mentioned friends there during that rant. Let me just check.
They'll go to places like Facebook, Instagram, you know, TikTok, and they'll start using their real name. They'll start talking about where they live. They'll actually do video of places they've been and places they hang out. They start posting up pictures of their friends and family members.
Friends, he said friends. We got one more to tick off. Fantastic stuff. I had a feeling if I can say that. So, ladies and gentlemen, what does this mean? There's 5 squares left to tick off, but we only need 4 of them to happen because we have a free space thanks to you guys liking the stream. It feels like a bit of a long show because it feels like Phil's about to wind down, but you never fucking know.
Where they work. That's a big one. Where you work. Why would you post up where you work? I don't know. That's supposed to be private shit. And people just post everything up on the internet. Oh, it's a safe space. No one would ever care about me. No, it's the opposite. When you put all that information on the internet, you're making yourself a target of someone who literally doesn't care about you, but only cares about hurting someone anonymously on the internet and getting away with it. And they actually get a feeling of like pleasure by doing that. So the less you have on the internet about your personal information, excuse me, the better, right? Seriously. So do what you can to protect yourself, you know? Well, a lot of people don't realize when you buy a home, that is listed publicly on the internet. I didn't even know that. When I bought this place 9 years ago, I had absolutely no clue that sale would be public and that people would find that information and have my new address within days. I didn't know that. You know, no one thinks about that shit until all of a sudden you're made a target, right? So don't make yourself a target. If you have an online account, make sure that account has absolutely no links to your real life information. Don't use your real name. Don't talk about where you live. Don't put your address and job and all that shit up on it. If you're gonna have a YouTube account, you're gonna comment on someone's videos and streams, you're gonna contribute. Don't have that YouTube account tied to your real life person at all. Have it be a burner account. That's just for that purpose and that's it. You understand? So there you go. That's all I have to say is be careful of what you put out on the internet because people will use anything they can for malicious purposes. Whether or not you think it even makes sense, it doesn't have to make sense. They'll just do it because they can get away with it. You understand? Okay. So. Okay, so quick questions. Will I check out Sea of Stars? I'm interested in it. But obviously now would not be the right time to play it, considering the fact I'm trying to finish up Chrono Trigger. So if I finish Chrono Trigger in the next couple of weeks, and we still have night stream availability and people want it, I would consider Sea of Stars. We'll see what happens with that. At the very least, I would definitely like to play it sometime in the future. B-Boy Cyclone asks, he said, I never watched any of your Bloodborne playthroughs. Should I watch your original or your Redemption run? Well, the original run, admittedly, is rough. I don't even understand the parry mechanic. I'm playing it like it's Dark Souls. It's definitely entertaining, but my God, a lot of that playthrough is like me beating my head against a brick wall to do basic stuff. All right, the second run, I came back years later after I'd grown way more of an appreciation for FromSoft games. I learned how to play them better, and not only did I do really well because I was parrying, but I went back and I beat the challenges that had destroyed me in my first run. The DLC particularly, I ended up really enjoying and mastering to the end. And when I actually beat Koss, the final boss, is it Orphan of Koss or whatever? Like, it was pretty impressive. I was parrying him, I was running under his jumps, I was doing all kinds of shit to beat him, and it was fun, you know? But that's the thing, like, the first run of those games back then was like, I didn't even understand what I was doing because I didn't get the premise of them, and today I do. So now when I play, that's what I mean, like, I'm playing Armored Core, I kind of go into it knowing what to expect, so I'm not going to sit here and freak out and rage, while back then I did. Like, I guarantee you in that Bloodborne original run, I was probably going crazy over it, right? So, I would say they're both good in their own right. That's good to hear, Tito, man. I'm glad you enjoyed Chrono Trigger. I played all of the major Silent Hill games before. Yes, I will play the Part 2 remake. Okay. Literally says, looking at your 15-year time-lapse video, it's shocking to see how much your setup changed in just a month. In this last year, all right, alone, my backgrounds changed, my lighting changed, my camera changed, my backlight changed, and my capture device changed. So in 1 year, literally, it's like a whole new stream, right? Admittedly. And I know that until last year, a lot of my quality was shit. I would say my video quality was decent, and everything else was kind of lacking. And then all I need to do is talk with you guys and, you know, what do you want? Some good, you know, examples. I got feedback. I bought this ring light. You know, I got feedback. I got a new webcam, updated version of the old one, which is much better. You know, everything is much better. You know? Cool. So there you go. Lionel just re-upped his membership for 6 months. Is still no power because of the Hurricane Adalia. How are you? I'm doing good. I will say this. I totally, and this is my fault. To all of my viewers down in Florida State, please be safe. I'm hearing you guys are getting hit with one of the strongest storms you've had in many, many years. A lot of people's lives are already. Some people have passed away in car accidents because of the weather. I wish you all the best. Please be safe. I know I do have viewers down there that talk about living there, and it makes me nervous, obviously, when crazy weather like this happens. This is why I tell you guys, when I was considering moving, I never would have moved to Florida. This is one of the reasons. I could never live in a place where you have this risk of crazy-ass storms. That's why I actively kind of eliminated it from my list. But for those of you that are down there and brave enough, man, please be safe. I wish you all the best. You know, it's horrible. Nothing I can do about it, but at least I can give you well wishes, and I hope that things go well for you. It's not too much damage. Okay. Well, congrats, Tito Man, on that. I'm glad to hear that. His nephew could be born any day now. Probably exciting, huh? Excuse me. Yes, I've ridden on a water buffalo many thousands of times. Indeed, I have. We don't really get scary weather up here in Washington. We just don't. We don't have tornadoes. We don't have hurricanes. We don't have snowstorms. You know, we have weather. The worst weather we've had is heat, 111-degree heat, which was record high here. Things were melting when we had it 2 years ago. But for the most part, our weather is a moderate climate. We don't get the extremes that other places get. When I lived in Connecticut, we had torrential downpour hurricanes, we had tornadoes, we had snowstorms, ice storms, floods, like everything you can think of. All in 1 year. You can have all of it. Here we get none of that. We get moderate weather most of the time, which is excellent. It's one of the reasons I did move out here and not Florida. Do I have a favorite Bee Gees song? Oh, man. Everyone would say Staying Alive, excuse me, but they've done many different good songs, right? You know, Evil Woman's a really good one. There's a few different good Bee Gees songs. Swaganito, I talked about that news story like 2 days ago, right here on this podcast, about the guy who basically found a way to steal copies of Starfield and sell them illegally, and now he's in jail. Okay. Yes, tornadoes in Connecticut are serious. My parents had a tornado 1 block away from where they lived. There's a big green area in the middle, like there's a bunch of residential houses on 2 sides of this this green park that's in the middle of 2 major roads, and the tornado came barreling through and destroyed everything down that strip. It ripped all the power lines out. They didn't have power for 3 weeks. They had no fucking power in the house for 3 weeks. Yeah, pretty insane. Why is the tips goal the same for day and night streams? Why is the tips goal the same for day and night streams even though they're different lengths? Because people don't tip for the length of the stream. No one comes to my stream and says, wow, Phil's streaming for 4 straight hours, give him a tip. People come and say, wow, Phil's playing a game.
That's actually a very good fucking question, which I've not really thought about before. I've never actually thought about that fucking question like that. Where Phil actually does a fucking short night stream and yet it's fucking the same amount regardless. I've genuinely never thought about it that fucking way.
Why is the tips goal the same for day and night streams? Why is the tips goal the same for day and night streams even though they're different lengths? Because people don't tip for the length of the stream. No one comes to my stream and says, wow, Phil's streaming for 4 straight hours, give him a tip. People come and say, wow, Phil's playing a game I really like and he's very entertaining right now, give him a tip. So it doesn't matter. The fact that I'm streaming is why there's a tips goal. Not the fact that there's a length that we don't gauge, I'm supposed to be making this much an hour. That's not how it works. With crowdfunding, that's not the whole idea. It's not an hourly wage. It's someone sees doing something they like and then they decide to contribute to support it. So there you go. Okay, I think it is time for us to end the show. This was the final podcast of August, the final podcast of the summer gaming season. When I come back on Friday, we will officially be in the fall gaming season. Although technically autumn doesn't start until September 21st. Definitely Starfield is the big opening of the floodgates for games for us. So I hope that you will join me this Friday. I want to say one final time, thanks for an awesome anniversary celebration this month. I had an absolute blast. So thanks for reminiscing with me for the last 30 days. Thank you so much for an awesome gaming summer of Street Fighter. This was an awesome summer of focusing on Street Fighter 6, and you guys made that viable for me, and I really appreciate that. Thank you to those who chilled with me during these hot summer months.
Hey, Phil said chill, we can take off chill, that's not our bingo. Technically we're only 3 away, and the game's not over yet because he's not started recording for YouTube as of yet.
For various parties and events and all kinds of stuff that I did. I really appreciate that, and I will miss it because we're going to be very busy the next few months with all these new releases. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the end of the summer vibe right now. But it was a great summertime. I really enjoyed showing off every day this picture right here. Very realistic. And I thank you all, no matter how you watched or how you supported. I will be back on Friday for the beginning of the summer gaming, the fall gaming hype. I will see you then. Peace out, my friends. Be safe. Have fun. And I will see you for Starfield. All right. There we go. Okay, let's get set up here for GTA. I do have to use the bathroom before we begin, by the way. So there will be a few minutes break. I probably will run an ad break. Just to forewarn everyone, I don't do it all the time, but today I actually do have to use the bathroom. So I probably will run an ad break here before we begin. Let's make sure everything is working. Okay, everything seems to be good there. And Let's see here. Okay, let's take a break. A few ads. I'll use the restroom. I'll be back, and then we will begin 3+ hours of GTA 5 anniversary run. Thank you all. I'll be right back.
And of course, I can fast forward this part until he gets back from his little, shit break. Fast forward some more. Fast forward some more. And some more. Oh, here we go.
Let's begin. The tank.
Fuck. Oh, there we go. Right,
All employees going to the platform. It's a good song. It's a great one, right? A lot of people
Shut
like
up,
that
bitch!
song. I like it too. All right, I'm back. It's time to get started. Thanks for being patient. The tanks are now empty. Okay. So, let's begin. Here we go. Get this out of here. Once again, just a quick reminder. My neck is still killing me today. I really hope it feels better over the course of the day. I hope it doesn't affect any gameplay or whatever. Usually when I started playing the game yesterday, I got very distracted by it and didn't really affect anything. So, sorry if it does. I hope it doesn't. But man, I heard it bad yesterday. This freaking nerve pinch. Okay. Outside of that, any contributions and support, greatly appreciated today. It is my final streaming day of the month because I'm not here tomorrow. So anything today will count for this month, which means I'll actually get benefit from it in September. So a strong final day of the month is always appreciated in any way, whether it be super chats, gifted memberships, tips, anything. Please support the streams today if you can. Okay. All right. No, I doubt we're beating this today. Like I said, we have around 11 story missions left, but there's going to be some side missions opening up too that we'll probably be checking out, so I don't think we'll beat it today. Sure, Chris B says, maybe do the ghost on the mountain today. I'll explain the steps. Absolutely, why not? You want to tell me how to do it? I'll get this fucking machine gun out of my hand. Okay.
Take your ass home before OG check your pockets.
Idiot.
Fucking flawless.
Okay, you guys ready? Here we go.
Bitch.
Yeah, RetroX says 10 hours in the Sea of Stars is incredible. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else out there who's watching.
He is now recording for his shitey YouTube content. He's only at $3 so far, so he's clearly fucking worried, but he's trying his best to fucking get those fucking memberships up some more as well. So, let's go to live DSP and see how he's doing. He has $33, 1 Minute Man has been and given his usual fucking $20 tip. So Phil Burnell is not that far away from glasses. I am assuming he's going to fucking start hammering up the neck again, just to make sure at least one goal happens.
Right in the eye. Ugh.
Who fucking cares? Okay, fuck it. Anyway, we've not seen Otter's whole stream apart from the very start, so how about we fucking end it by just enjoying the majesty of these beautiful wee creatures, Fuck it, Phil has been so annoying, he has been so obnoxious, he has been so toxic, and I say, fuck it, we're gonna get a break from all that crap tomorrow. No DSP will be here, DSP will fucking have his day off and fucking be holding his fucking neck sideways while he fucking scuttles down the fucking butter aisle, I guess. But I will be back for some more DSP antics on Friday, some more DSP Bingo antics. So guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, enjoy your Thursday without DSP as well, enjoy whatever it is you want to end up doing, whether it's catching That Being Said, doing their stream, or even other detractors doing their things as well, you know what I mean? There'll be plenty going on, I'm sure, plenty going on. But yeah guys, I'm going to just call it time here. I'll certainly enjoy my DSP free day tomorrow, and we'll be back at it again on Friday to try and get a full house bingo, but it wasn't to be today, but hopefully we can get it tomorrow instead. So guys, until then, I'm going to end things how I always end things, by playing Pixar Animations, Notorious PIG Contributions. So catch you all later guys, have a good one, and I'll see you on Friday for some more bingo antics, but until then, peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant.